to the finals.
Yeah,
I have never made it to the finals of any tournament.
I mean you did made semi-finals for the Sea Ducklings Open, and you
Yeah,
actually
that
take a
happened.
game off Viol, which is pretty impressive. Because Viol actually take quite a few games off me
Oh yeah,
in
View was in
CBT.
the chat or something, right?
Yeah, Viol's actually in the chat. Yep.
Okay, so okay, let's introduce the players and then I'll tell you how I won because it was also PVT.
All right. So okay, spawning down in the top left-hand corner, we have our Protoss player from, I don't know how to pronounce this, Berserker, I guess. It is DreamerToss.
It says here, oh yeah, DreamerToss, yes. And on the other side, the Terran player, no clan, no nothing. It is HanGaram, I think. Oh, that's a super fast guess. Second, as it's that would be a super fast second guess if he actually gets it.
Yeah, I think
Nope.
this is
Chooses back.
even faster than a normal guess first, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is.
so he got his gas kind of before his wax, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see the precise order, but it does make a difference. If you get your wax first,
Mhm.
okay, this second guess is very early. I think DreamerToss scouts it out. Normally, you only get your second guess like after your second CC is slowed down.
Yeah, that's very
So
true.
if he knows what he's doing, he'll probably get a factory faster. Because in fact, what Hard Gab is doing is closer to a TVT build where you
Mhm.
get like two Reapers and then Hellions. Because if the enemy gets Hellions and you don't defend or your micro ain't that good, you literally just die on the spot.
Yeah, that's very true. And I'm just thinking if
Yeah, back
Hangaram
up.
actually going for some sort of a proxy, just judging by how early his double guess was.
I don't think he might proxy a
Yeah. Yeah,
star.
Starport might.
It could be a
Yeah.
star pop, but we'll see. This SCV looks like he's just gonna come here and scout, because you want to make sure that the Protoss is also not cannon rushing you
Mhm.
or doing some sort of weird Stargate tech, which Alpaca won in the finals against a certain Terran who doesn't scout.
Who I think Ares.
Uh, yeah, it was a really good series. I'll give both of them that.
Yeah, I actually didn't look at it, but okay, there was some story behind Ares scouting, cause I've noticed that he doesn't scout when he was playing Terran, right? So I actually did a one base Ravager, and then and he died to it. Afterwards, he was scouting for like quite a few weeks. He was actually SCV scouting for a few weeks. I guess when he switched to Protoss, went back to his old ways.
Uh, no. Ares was playing Terran.
Oh yeah, okay,
It was TVP against Alpaca, and no, he did not scout any of the games.
yeah.
Anyway, DreamerToss is proxying a
Stargate.
Stargate, huh?
Yeah, so I think normally Stargate it's relatively easier to scout, I think, because if you
Uh,
don't see any tech buildings on the Protoss side, I think it's safe to assume that it's kind of a Stargate
yeah.
play.
But he did say the Reaper. The Reaper's only like now leaving. He's doing what is really a TVT build in
Yeah,
PBT, and this is why you don't do it.
yes, I have to agree as well. And he doesn't have any form of like anti-air
Uh,
to kill
Actually,
the.
that being said, if the Hellions and Reaper just dived in, they could have gotten quite a few probe kills. Because
Yeah.
shield battery or not, he's got nothing at home.
Yeah, I have to agree as well. And I think usually you would want to have like more units right here, like regardless of whether it's adept or something. But he
You
only has
should have
one
gotten the
zealot. Yeah, one zealot
you should have
against.
gotten the Stalker.
Yeah, stalker as well. I think stalkers would have been a much better choice, but he might not be able to afford it because he was going for oracle.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
I'm
but
not
then
very
you're
sure.
stuck in this damn position. Like, delay the Oracle
Yeah,
slightly and get this. Okay, the other thing is that, to be fair to DreamerToss, he did not, like, he saw a very weird opening out of the Protoss.
yeah, that was very
Out of the
true.
Terran.
Yeah, and I think that considering that he was against it was a factory first instead of a second CC, should have gotten
Correct.
like a more what do you call it?
Oh, double Oracles into the main!
Yeah, should have gotten
And
shoe
he
berries.
forgets to turn them on.
Yeah, but I think this, yeah, like the two Hellions and the Reapers isn't getting as much damage as that you
Oh, he
needed
has
to.
to recall, he's recalled it.
Yeah,
Actually, it's quite a pity, because if Hard Government actually focus fire down the probe, I think he could break through shield batteries.
yeah, he
But
could
it,
burn through the shoe berry energy.
wait a minute. Not a single SCV died.
Yep, because I think
Oh, this is...
Hangaram actually pulled his SCV straight away the minute seeing after straight away after seeing the oracles, and yeah, I think it might have been I'm not sure if DreamerToss should actually stay and kill SCVs instead, because he
Hard,
actually has the money to spend on gateway units just now.
he did, but at the same time, I think, well, it's probably a mix of panic as well as the fact that, look, if he didn't come home, he could have lost 10, 20, 30 probes.
Yeah.
And with Terran second base up mules, it's hard to say, you know, like the math in game and all that.
Yeah, but I think this was rather a kind of safe approach for DreamerToss, because he actually didn't lose any probes at all, although he didn't kill any. So
Oh, yes.
yeah.
By the way, Alpaca reminds me in chat that, yeah, Ares lost his Reaper a lot.
Oh, that's
So that messed it up, lah. Yeah, no, but Alpaca, he didn't SCV score any of those games.
yeah.
Alex said Dreamer Zest is streaming, you could learn something. Yeah. After this, Zest doesn't stream very often, but we should stick here.
Yeah, or you could watch or you could ask Psycho, Blisk, or Lobo to teach you. Or even Leo Russia actually.
Yeah, Liu is kind of like the false match broadcast in Singapore after those three.
Yeah, I have to agree by as well, but I'm not sure if the top 3 players are actually playing much now, especially Lobo. I haven't heard from Lobo for quite a while.
Yeah, same. Same for Blisk, but oh well, the Singaporean scene aside, okay, so it's gonna be Robo out of DreamerToss as his follow-up tech of choice, and it's gonna be Banshees very curiously out of HanGaram. Dude, like HanGaram is playing TVT. This is a standard. This is a TVT push. I've seen Hero do this
Yeah, I think that's a
against
pretty
Darkvoid.
unique build order.
Yeah, because actually 3 Banshees can break through Stalkers.
Does he actually have
Yeah.
cloak research? No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah,
These
but
are offensive Banshees, and I don't mean like, you know, they're meant to hurt your feelings. They're here to kill you.
yeah, and he doesn't actually have much anti-air to kill the Banshees right now. So the Banshees are actually dishing out a lot of damage.
Which is like extraordinarily counterintuitive because he has the Stargate and the Oracle. DreamerToss actually in a bit of trouble, I'd say.
Yeah, but I think he has 7 gateways right now, so he should be able to produce enough units to deal with the
The tank's not properly
army.
sieged.
Yeah,
Okay, nice target fire by HanGaram. He takes down the
Yeah.
thing. Oh, card is done, okay.
yeah, very nice defense from DreamerToss. Actually taking a very nice fight, but he doesn't have enough stalkers to kill the Banshees of HanGaram actually. And would have preferred that HanGaram actually swing by and to the dead airspace and actually try to harass and kill some probes.
Yeah, definitely got some probes.
Yeah.
I think HanGaram did make a mistake. Like, he should just like right click the Nexus and then kept moving rather than like try and siege the main.
Yeah, and I think that if you're getting like 3 Banshees, right, or 4 Banshees even, you should be at least getting cloaked or some yeah, it should be getting cloaked.
I would also like to point out that DreamerToss Macro has been far more on point than HanGaram, who is the Terran player, because look at the work count.
Yeah, that's very
Oh yeah, Alex says that Bliss is very active. He only plays in big tournaments. Yeah, he does that. He doesn't really show up for the smaller stuff.
I wouldn't call Blisk active because he only plays big tournaments. And he only plays when there is only
Oh
big
bloody!
tournaments. Yeah.
Oh bloody hell! He tweeted out before the last time he qualified that he hasn't played for a month and a half.
Yeah, he only plays what do you call it? He only plays 1 week before
Yeah.
the qualifiers. So, but anyways, thanks Exo Dash for shouting out for me. He's actually shouting out for me in the whisper.
Oh nice.
Yep. Alright, yeah, and I think DreamerToss is actually going for a push right here.
You should tell your clan you're online, but yes.
Oh yeah, that's very true. I could ask them. I'm a little shy, you know, because
Just
yeah.
do it.
Okay, I'll do it after this game. But anyways, yeah, HanGaram is in a little bit of trouble as the zealots of DreamerToss actually going to click.
Not a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna click on the orbital command. Yeah, managed to live off in time. Yeah.
David, do you know what this reminds me of?
Yep.
It reminds me of roaches walking into a base, banshees or not, and killing it.
Yeah, that's very true. And I realized that DreamerToss doesn't have enough anti-air actually. If he actually gotten 1 round of stalkers, right, he could have just A-move and killed the Protoss. Because the Protoss doesn't even have any tanks at all at the high ground.
The Terran.
Yeah, like, oh sorry, the Terran. Yes.
what I'm really thinking about it, and I'm not actually sure it's the right decision. Should he have bothered with a few Phoenix? Because the Stargate's still there.
Yeah,
But
but
I don't know.
yeah, I don't think he needs any form of like Phoenix or anything because actually
And
I think
oh wait, he has two Phoenix. Is what we're talking about.
yeah, he as long as he has stalkers, right, he could kill the banshees, especially when they don't have cloak or the banshee speed. Yeah, what do you call the banshee
Hey,
speed upgrade?
Hyperflight Rotors.
Oh yes, 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 that's the one.
It's such a cool name. Uh, okay, like I agree. If HanGaram had continued to make banshees, they could actually contest the stalkers. But he
Yes.
stopped at 3, where stalkers are always going to be built. That
Mm-hmm.
being said, marauders have there are now marauders and mines to deal with whatever DreamerToss is cooking, so he's got it up to that. Robotics Bay, and let's see what he builds out of that. He's
Yeah,
got the bay, right? Yeah, he's got it.
yeah, and I think with DreamerToss' position just now, he might not have known that there was tanks or anything up on the high ground. So I think
Yeah.
it was actually a safe play to just move down. But it would have been great if you could deny expansions of
Yeah.
HanGaram right now,
The,
especially
the
when
other
yeah, he doesn't have enough units to defend actually.
the other weird thing that is messing up the math of all of this is that HanGaram is up 3 upgrades as of right now.
Oh, that's very interesting. But I
Three
think
upgrades.
yeah, but I think DreamerToss is gonna be catching up in terms of upgrades soon because he has +1 attack and armor completing very soon.
Oh, this drop is actually fudged by both sides because if he could have jumped straight to the middle line, he's only going to get a gateway and then probably have to bug out.
Yeah. Like the only thing he could kill was pylons, but I think as long as he saves the marines, it should be fine.
He's going to save the bridge. He does see the dark shot. I would have loved if he came in at like a slightly wider angle and like jumped on the middle lines. You can then do that really annoying thing where you go into this like triangle formation, you drop the
Mm-hmm.
main, then you drop the natural. Then you kind of sack the medevacs, but you hopefully kill 10 to 20 workers. Yeah, he did do that.
Yeah, I think that considering I think DreamerToss actually losing his lead slightly a bit because he has a bigger army, right?
He's
But
floating 1,000 middle, so yes.
yeah, he has a bigger army and a bigger bank. But HanGaram is actually getting a fourth base up already, up and running as compared to him. So if this actually goes on longer, right? I think HanGaram would actually be back in the game with the better economy as well.
I completely agree. Um, well, let's see. How many gateways does he have? He has 13. Oh, it should.
Unfortunately, the Dark Strike actually goes down, and I think HanGaram's actually doing a really good job trying to just pull,
Oh, good
just
job.
push DreamerToss back.
He was
But
trying to made a huge mistake over his third.
oh yeah, he's not mining, right?
No, he's not.
Yeah, but I think this push is gonna be a very important push for HanGaram to actually defend because if he's actually able to clear the army of DreamerToss, he's gonna be in a very good position right now. And the Widowmine's actually connecting against to all the charge slots really nicely. And yeah, this is a very bad fight for DreamerToss. Although
Yeah,
with that said, there's gonna be more Zealot reinforcements coming.
is it enough? I think just barely.
Yeah, I think I think that trade actually went quite even, considering that DreamerToss didn't lose a lot of tech units.
Yeah.
I think. Did he? I'm pretty sure he only has like 1 or 2 Colossus, right? Or Immortals even. Yeah, only losing Zealots against the Terran, which is I think that's a very good position.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't lose his splash damage. That being said, here comes the next Hell Hallucinated Colossus.
Yeah, I really, I really hope that the hallucinated Colossus actually do a lot. Oh, it
Actually,
is
now
actually.
The Phoenix really proving its weight because the Phoenix are now attacking for the Vikings.
Yeah, it's gonna lose the Warp Prism.
Who loses the Viking? No, loses the Colossus too, and that's gonna allow the small group to clean it up.
Yeah, and if you actually look at the resources lost step, DreamerToss actually traded a little bit worse compared to HanGaram. Although it's only
Yeah.
2,000, right? But it's gonna add up because DreamerToss is only on 3 base. His main base is mined out. His second base and third base is almost. He only has effectively mining from 1.5 base.
Yeah, I mean now the tables have turned. HanGaram has like swapped it over, and I mean he's way over mining his third. Okay, he corrects it now, but that's because one of his bases had been under attack for a long time. Once the
Yep.
SCVs get back to work, he's going to be in a commanding position economically. At
Yes.
this point, though, I wish he would actually just head back and add on more waxes because he's only at okay, he's at 7. He can afford it.
Yeah.
At 8, he actually needs what I actually think he needs is more factories, more starports.
And actually, he's adding up. He actually has the very good upgrade as well. But interestingly, he's actually starting up Banshee Cloak right now. So I'm not sure if he's actually going to restart his Banshee production.
That's Ghost Cloak.
Oh, sorry, that's Ghost
That's
Cloak.
Ghost
Oops.
Cloak. Yeah.
Looks like
Which is
the
actually which is
yeah.
baffling because you always get. Oh, wait, no, he has seismic shockwaves.
Yep. And yeah, with
Not
Ghost on the
shockwaves.
field, right? That's gonna be definitely a very good transition
Yeah,
from
are they
HanGaram.
anything? But they're no ghost.
Yeah, but I don't see how HanGaram is gonna be able to break DreamerToss right now
Oh,
with
with
the
EMP can,
amount of
but they're
zealots he
no
has.
ghost.
Yeah.
I mean, you EMP a bunch of zealots. That's still like 100 shields gone for each.
Yep, the first two ghosts are actually starting up from HanGaram, and he actually deals with the uh, DT run by relatively easily with a scan and a few reinforcing units. Yeah.
Well, it's been quite a back and forth game.
Yeah, I have to agree as well. I think initially DreamerToss was actually in a very good spot, but I think now the tables have turned, like you have said. And yeah, HanGaram is definitely in a better position than
Yeah, Hakam has
DreamerToss
been
right now.
expanding more consistently, and therefore is being able to sustain these attacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's still quite sad that DreamerToss could have potentially just broken him on the ramp earlier,
Yeah.
but hindsight.
I actually think that DreamerToss doesn't have enough splash damage. He only has 2 Colossus. I would have loved for him to transition into maybe Disruptors or adding on a second Robo just for more Colossus. But he just doesn't have enough splash damage
By
to
the way,
kill.
Christian, yeah, we actually noticed what we're saying is that he never re-established his force base. His force base got sniped.
Yeah.
But you need to re-establish it because at this point, when the Terrans on that many more bases than the Protoss, that's not supposed to happen. Not even in Brood War.
Yep. Anyways, thanks Savannah. I hope I'm doing a good job in casting. Yep. Anyways, thanks for the support. But without further ado, I think the game is gonna be ending relatively soon, I guess. Yeah.
It depends. It depends. I'll need to pop off in a few minutes.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I didn't expect this game to be that long. To be honest,
Yeah, and
I'll be back like
alright.
later-ish, but I'll pop off
Yeah.
in let's see what time is it now. In about 1 minute, so you're gonna have to go. But the one
Oh,
thing I'll
oh no, he lost all 6 of his high Templars.
no,
Yeah, and he doesn't have Storm up either way, so yeah, it's gonna be hard to deal with this army.
yeah, it's gonna be very hard. EMP is actually pretty good. I don't know why he's running away, although no,
Yeah.
okay, it's fine. He retreats, he's gonna do it. Battery overcharge is not too bad. Vikings are landing.
And
I
I
think
think yeah, he's probably
GG is calm.
yeah. I think the usual transition for Protoss is going to from Colossus into Disruptors because eventually the Terrans will
Yep.
gonna get a lot of Vikings, so you wanna have transition
And
into
all
Disruptors.
ghost.
Yeah, or maybe even Storm instead, because I don't
No,
think
no,
he just have enough tech units. I think majority of his army was charge slot, right?
no. Okay, don't mind if
Mm-hmm.
I don't fully agree with that. I have to say because the reason you get disruptors is really because of the ghost.
Yeah,
Because Purification Nova is not affected by EMP, but if you have High Templars, which he did get, and Storm, which he did get, and you get EMP'd, all of your splash damage disappears.
yeah.
By that time,
Mm-hmm.
with Vikings, they're going to be affecting your Colossus. Plus, you can EMP the Colossus, that's still a lot of shields gone.
Yeah, yeah. That's a
But
very good point.
The Novas
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that are immune. Of course, it requires more micro, and the Terran can dodge it, compared to the thermal beams and the psionic storms. But then it really forces them to like micro, which is I'll give it props to Blizzard. That's actually pretty good game design on how it's went.
Mm-hmm.
After that, Liberators and eventually Tempest.
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, I gotta hop off
Mm,
right about now.
all right.
I'll be back later, but
Mm-hmm.
have a good one. You can summon Darkvoid from the cast from the couch or something. But I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Okay. Wait. Hang on. We're gonna wait. Okay, wait. DreamerToss, we're gonna be continuing to cast your series as well. Alright, we're just gonna be heading to like a short break so that I could get my co-caster up. Alright, be right back.
Yo, yo. Yo, can you hear me?
Well, he
Hello? Hello? Mr. Alpaca? Mr. Parker, are you here?
Right. Yo.
Yes. Alright. I need some help, man. It's been 2.5 hours. And I have a
Yeah,
crap ton of replays more to go.
it's okay, man. I'm here too. I'm very bored.
I think
Can make
it's
this
I think it's pretty rare that I got a Protoss co-caster, I think. Yeah, so that's actually very good.
yeah, boy.
I think so far, yeah, so far it's only, I think so far I've only have like a Red Gunner guy, Oreo, or even Darkvoid to cast. It's good to have Protoss.
There aren't a lot of Protoss players. There aren't a lot of Protoss players. That's the other thing.
Yep. Alright, so after, yeah, we're gonna be hopping into like the short break for I mean, no, not short break. We're gonna be heading into the game number 2 of DreamerToss.
Remake party?
Oh yeah.
You're
Forgot.
still in party.
Alright, anyways,
party.
thank you for the follow, IDK username 1235. No, actually I'm torn between reading the chat and casting at the same time. I'm not sure if should read the chat time to time.
I can do it. Second monitor. Easy.
Yeah, I do have a second monitor, but I'm not sure if it's like disruptive to the casting, you know. Yeah, that's the thing.
Not that bad, yeah.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna try to read the chat as much as I can. I mean, since this is a casual cast, I guess it's gonna be a casual viewer submitted replay casting.
Right. Hop into game 3 between DreamerToss and HanGaram.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited.
boy. Oh wait, let me change the. Oh no, I lost the UI expert. Hang on.
Okay, do you wanna remake the replay?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Oh wait, did I? No, I did it wrongly. No. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
okay, I got
okay.
it. 1-0. Nice. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start the introductions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So on the bottom right hand corner, we have our Protoss player, which is down 0-1 right now from Berserker, I believe. It is DreamerToss.
All right.
Okay, you can do the top, the Terran.
Yeah, you gotta look at them. So in the top left
Thanks.
corner, playing against our Protoss, our Red Terran, HanGaram.
Alright.
And we see that HanGaram is opening up with gas before barracks, a very fast 15 gas.
Oh yeah, I realized you're once a Terran main, so this is gonna be a very good co-caster.
Yeah, so
Amazing information.
HanGaram opts to go for the fast second guess as well. We see this a lot in Terran versus Terran matchups. Allows them to get their tech down very fast. And also a really aggressive SCV pull, saying, I'm not gonna let you see my tech and what I do. Secret strategies, bro.
Yeah, I think HanGaram actually opened up with the same build order, right? Pretty sure he opened up pretty quick guess into a second double guess.
Yep, so it looks like HanGaram might be going for a very aggressive opening here, in which he would get a fast factory and delay the CC. So normally in Terran versus Protoss, we would see the CC going down in about 4 seconds, one anywhere between 140 to 145.
Yes.
But now we see that with the second gas, look at how much gas the Terran has. They're gonna go for a more aggressive tech-heavy route and then go for the factory first.
Oh,
And
yeah.
now HanGaram sends the SCV across the map. Yeah.
I'm actually interested. Like, what do you think about the low ground war now? I think it's pretty popular right now. I wouldn't say it's popular, but I've seen quite a lot of even Protoss pro players going for like the low ground war. What do you think of it?
Very good question. So personally, I don't ever do a low ground wall against Terran because I don't like playing against siege tank pushers because they can just put their siege tanks outside and then it's very hard to because you gotta walk through the little gap and then they can just attack your buildings for free. But what it's good at is that if you know your opponent is going to like eBay block you, right? Or if you are afraid of eBay blocks, and then the pylon on the low ground is gonna let you see that the SCV is coming in and actually doing the eBay block. So it allows you to get the response off faster. So if you compare it to like a situation where you don't have the pylon on the low ground, you won't know that the Terran is doing the eBay block. And then by the time that you actually put down or you go down to the low ground and put down your natural, you'll be too late to prevent the eBay block from going down. Because the eBay will have too much health, and then you'll be in a worse spot than if you had the pylon down there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic explanation from the low ground. The difference between the low ground and a Reaper wall. And yeah, the co-caster currently right now is Alpaca. Yeah, and okay, actually
Yeah.
the chat is
Hello,
interested. Are you
boys.
actually Angmo?
No, I'm not. But I've spent enough time with Westerners, to speak like this. So we see a very aggressive move out. 2 Reapers and a Hellion, and the Adept sees 1 more Hellion. So I don't know, man. What do you think is gonna happen?
I think this is like what Great Gunner has said. It's like a TVT opener, right?
Yeah. So actually, 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions, a very standard TVT opener. And then Tech Lab on the factory and Starport as well. Just very, very aggressive Terran on Terran style action.
Yeah, and I really like the
DreamerToss react.
Yeah, I really like the Shoeberry from DreamerToss because I think with 2 Reapers and 2 Hellions, right, they're definitely going to be breaking the Adepts really fast. But yeah, I'm not so sure if the Shoeberry is enough because there's also the grenades that would push the Adepts off the wall.
Yeah, very good point. So the power of a Reaper Hellion opener is that actually, even if the Protoss tries to wall off with a unit, they can just bounce the unit out of the wall. So it's, a common response is that the Protoss will put a probe there, so that if they get hit by the grenade, they can just put down a building, and then the building cannot get bounced out.
Yeah, so far really good micro from HanGaram, actually saving all the Hellions, but oh, he actually just lost 1 Hellion.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
DreamerToss is really low on units.
Oh, I realized that wasn't a pylon wall, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
So
Very good pick
actually,
off,
it was still a wall because the Adept
Hellions,
could stand inside.
Oh,
yeah, it could still block the Hellion. So now this is a wall, right? This is really, really close.
He actually, DreamerToss actually shot his gateway once.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
he actually managed to kill the Hellions, right, which is pretty important because I think that means that the Reapers wouldn't be able to just run by and kill a lot of
Yeah. So actually, Reapers have a bit more DPS than Hellions compared when you're not fighting light units because they attack twice and then they do attack faster than Hellions. But in this case, I think attacking the Hellions was also very important because in the case that you want to pull probes, the Hellions will kill the probes super fast and then you won't be in a very good position.
And I think that was a very decisive blink from DreamerToss. I think it actually saved him from like the contain. Actually, just jumping on the tanks, right? Yeah, it's actually
really good blink forward as well.
Really like it.
Now, if we look at the unit count, actually they're both quite even on workers, so their economic situation is kind of okay. DreamerToss is hanging in here.
Yeah. And I really like the choice of DreamerToss just positioning his blink stalkers more aggressively because he could pick off 3 units here and there from time to time. Yeah, and actually forcing the siege from HanGaram in the middle of the map, which slows down the push by quite a bit.
Yeah, really good movements by DreamerToss here. Just going out on the map and saying, you're not going to push me that easily. I think it's still not a very good choice to be continuing the third now. So I think the cancel would be better just to get units out.
Yeah, I think if he survives like on this push, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in a very good spot, even though he cancels his third, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because now we see that actually on the Terran side, the mining is mostly contributed by a lot of mules.
Mhm.
So the Terran doesn't actually have a lot of SCVs. You see him pulling 4 SCVs, so they're actually mining equally. But his tech is also very limited without stim, right? The only upgrade here is as +1.
Yeah.
So as long as DreamerToss can hold on, he's gonna be in a very decent spot.
Oh yeah, I have to agree as well. Like, Marines without steam just doesn't do enough damage. Oh, and this Blink is not focusing the tank for a while.
Very ambitious blink here.
Yeah, but I think he does cleans up the army eventually. Although
It
not.
will be a battle between the Stalkers and the Banshees. This will be
Yeah.
epic.
Oh, another tank comes and reinforces as well as a Banshee. So this is gonna be a little dicey
Yeah.
spot for DreamerToss, especially when he's gonna
This is
lose
gonna be
his
very tight.
core, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't have charge, so it's a bit awkward when he wants to like engage the tanks with the zealots. They're gonna be super slow. They're just gonna be like, "Yo, what's up, bro?"
That's a very good analogy. Yeah, yeah, and I think so as well. Cause just without, like, if these are the only stalkers he has right now. If he loses these stalkers, right, he doesn't have any more anti-air.
Yeah, and fighting away from his battery is not very good idea there, Dreamer. Come on, you can do this. Take my energy. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be one stalker against four banshees, man. Oh no. Yeah, and I think HanGaram is actually doing a very good job microing his Banshee, just microing back and forth, preventing the Stalkers from actually shooting so many times. Oh, and that said, 4 Stalkers actually coming out right now.
Yeah. Now it's still a very awkward situation because the low ground Sim City is not very favorable for DreamerToss to be microing around. There's a lot of like blocking buildings, so it's not gonna be easy to move his stalkers around because there's a siege tank. So we're gonna see what happens next.
Oh no. I'm not sure if this is the best choice you could, the best fight you could take. But I think considering that, yeah, he was kind of in a dire spot, he had to take some sort of fight.
Yeah, for sure. So very good try by DreamerToss. Would have been a lot better if he had dropped instead of a 3rd base, just 2 more gateways and just continuously made units. Much safer that way.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Red Gunner guy is actually coming in. Wait, I'm lost. Is he gonna cast? Oh, it's gonna be
Hello, RGG.
pretty packed. Oh, okay. I guess we hop to the other Discord.
Yeah, alright.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, nice. Okay, now that we have additional reinforcements, I could sit back a bit more and just focus on observing.
Actually, okay, Nameless, to be perfectly honest, if both of us are here and you tend to go long, upbreak is actually a good idea.
Wait, but okay. So I will just be wait,
Obsing.
what's the button to leave you guys?
No. You can still obs and just listen to our like commentary, but it gives like you a chance to, like slowly drink water, and like just get back into it. I mean that works for me lah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I could sit back and do some observing now.
You never really ops like profession like quote unquote like Starcraft professionally ops before, right?
Nope.
Okay, this could be interesting. I've done it like previously for past viewer submitted replays.
Oh, okay, that's very nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you really want to like get up and like go do other stuff, I don't
Hello.
Hey Alex.
Double
I
PC
think
here for
four
second
will
screen
be
if you all need.
a bit.
No,
Yep.
I'm not going to say
Yep.
anything. You guys just go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Not so sure how to set that
I
up.
don't know.
I'm hearing echo though.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Now you shouldn't hear any echoes.
Alright. I'm gonna start the third game. Game number 3 between HanGaram and DreamerToss. So I'm
Alright.
gonna I'm just gonna be sitting back observing while you guys cast.
Yeah.
Last note before I leave, your stream is very soft.
I think it might be your settings, because I think mine was okay earlier.
Wait, you're talking about like the Discord or my voice?
Your voice here is like 3 times louder than what I hear on the stream.
Okay,
and your
that's
stream is max volume for me.
I have no idea, man. It's kinda
Hey.
mixed.
Alright, I'll do Dreamer. So starting us off in the top right of Pillars of Gold from Berserker, it is a blue Protoss player, DreamerToss.
And on the other side, the Terran player. He has won 2 games using Banshees. Will he do it again? It is HanGaram. Well, thanks for filling in Alpaca. It was actually great to see some Protoss commentary.
No worries, my man. And we see
side.
the same build coming out from HanGaram for the 3rd time in a row, going gas before barracks.
Yep.
Will HanGaram take a fast second guess this time? Is the question. And it
Okay,
seems like no, because the rally is on the minerals.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
There's actually something. No, he's gonna get his gas.
Oh, I was right. I knew it all
He's gonna
along.
get his gas. Look, it worked 2 games prior. Why not do it in game 3?
You're right. A very, very good point. And
Okay.
again, we see the very aggressive SCV pool saying, "Don't come in here, you pervert."
I think 2 SCVs is a bit much because you can pull 1 SCV, let him fight the probe, and as long as you don't lose anybody, it's fine.
Yep.
Okay, but something I wanted to point out, like I remember in game 1, HanGaram did not wall off this way because he's gonna get a fast reactor.
Correct. So usually in any Terran game,
Yeah.
when you are spawning in such a position where your add-on is towards the ramp, you
Correct.
always try and place it away from the ramp, so it can automatically build the add-on without having to lift the building.
Correct. Especially when you're like hawking like a Reaper and stuff. I know on the other side of the maps it is a bit different. I'm just was wondering because I remember that in another game I cannot remember if he prioritized the reactor or not, because he got the factory and that messes up the. No, he went 2 Reapers, right? Game 1 he went 2 Reapers and then Hellions.
Well, in a TVT opener, which I would
It was a
assume this
TVT,
to be, actually the build order goes you either go for 2 Reapers and 1 Hellion, or 3 Reapers and 2 Hellion, and then in some cases when you are very aggressive, you go 4 Reapers and 3 Hellions, and in all cases you do not make a reactor, so
Yeah,
you actually don't
you
get the
don't.
add-on until very much later.
Which is actually a bit of a risk because adepts, if they were there, could absolutely shade in and do a lot of damage. Okay, he's gonna get the reactor now, so this looks a little bit more normal-ish.
Yeah, so we see that HanGaram sending his Reaper around just to try and check for proxies because he actually sees the 2 gas opening and he's like, okay, maybe you're being aggressive, so I want to see if you're proxying something on my side of the map.
Unfortunately, HanGaram misses the proxy. It's gonna be a double O. A double
Yep.
proxy gateway.
Yeah, so DreamerToss trying to be very tricky here, putting down the Nexus and then cancelling it. But unfortunately for him, HanGaram didn't even see the Nexus in the first place. So that was a bit of a wasted 100 minerals there. But it's okay.
I mean, he needed the money to put out the 3 gateways. I mean, HanGaram needs to check like every corner of the map. He's got the mobility to do it. He also should be starting a bunker right now.
Yeah, for sure. Except that HanGaram has no idea what is gonna come his way. And I would really like to see a Cyclone and a Raven maybe from HanGaram, just to be very safe defensively.
A Cyclone or a Siege Tank, both good defensive options, but the bunker is what I really want to see. But to be fair, to DreamerToss is like, no, I'm not going to deal with your Banshees, I'm going to just kill you now.
Yeah, DreamerToss being aggressive with the pylon placement. I mean, will we see some shield batteries on our way? Yes, we do. 3 shield batteries, kind of far out, but at least they're there. And let's see how DreamerToss decides to engage.
Not too bad, because if there were tanks here, they could shell away at it. They are not. But okay, the Reaper and the Hellions have jumped into the main. The shield battery is running slowly dry. A few probes are going down, which is a big deal. He's 1 base.
Well, it is a big deal, but we also cannot ignore the fact that HanGaram has absolutely nothing at home except like 1 Banshee.
Yeah.
And he's using 1 Banshee to fight 6 Stalkers, so this is a dream. Come on. Come on. I believe in Protoss power.
It's a DreamerToss, you would say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in a huge amount of trouble. Honestly, Cloak, although... actually, no, Cloak would have been finished by now, would have won in the game.
Right,
Or rather, it would have put him in a really strong position, but he never went. So,
okay,
it's going to go again. All
sorry,
the SCVs at home are slowly dying. Oh, actually, the attack by HanGaram is slowly being cleaned up by a single Stalker. That being said, DreamerToss is still down 10 workers. Let's see how many he can kill.
Yeah, Dreamer is in a very all-in position now. He needs this attack to do extreme damage.
Pull back his SCVs, he can't afford to lose them like this.
Alright, anyways, sorry to interrupt you guys, but thank you Leo Rusher for the 7 bits. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Thanks, man.
that's very nice.
Alright.
Yep, the reactor goes down, which means HanGaram can only make one marine at a time. This looks very, very, very bad for HanGaram right now.
This is Protoss, and it's over. Protoss OP question mark.
So, seeing as how HanGaram has nothing in the bank and no way to make production, it looks like a well-deserved GG. Well played.
DreamerToss gets a score on the board.
Oh, I forgot to update the score, but anyways, it's gonna be 2-1 in favor of HanGaram right now. Oh wait, Leo Rusher, actually, if you could, be good if you tell me if the stream is too soft or anyone, or if anyone's too loud or anything.
Yes, Twitch chat. Do feel
Yes.
free to feedback.
Yeah, cause I think the Laura said that my stream's a little bit too soft. Yeah. But anyways, I won't be casting now. I'll just be observing since we have Alpaca and Red Gunner guy.
I plan to like cast the rest of the series, then cast Darkvoid's game, but then I kind of gotta go. Got classes tomorrow. So
Oh, the
after
stream
I'll-
is soft. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you was talking about my voice the whole time. Right.
Leo says he thinks the volume is fine.
I could bump the in-game voice and and you guys up a little bit as well. I think it's fine.
Alpaca's actually giving good advice to DreamerToss, so
Yeah.
this is why you should come for viewer submitted replays.
Mr.
Again,
Coach.
Alpaca,
Yeah, man.
Alpaca is Diamond what? No, not Diamond. He's Masters 2 or something, right? Aren't you?
Yeah, thereabouts.
Yeah, so DreamerToss, again, if you need some help, he's one of the
Yeah.
guys you could look for.
You only find me
Yeah.
if you need Zerg help.
Can look for Leo.
Yeah. Daddy Leo. Thanks, Daddy
Yeah.
Leo. Anyways, appreciate the 7 beats, man. I think he actually sent beats before. This is the second time, I think.
He does
Wow,
real-
Yeah,
real
man.
daddy right there.
He Protoss.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Time to ball Hai Di Lao to Leo Russia. Alright, okay. Anyways, we should start game number 4
Yep, we
right
should.
now. Okay, and this time I'll update the scoreboard.
By the way, good call, Nameless. Again, if you have something important in Twitch chat like that, do feel free to hop back in.
Yep, sure. And oh yeah, wait. I'm thinking if I should give you guys like if I should follow you guys. No, wait, never mind. I'll just observe myself. It's fine. Specs of
Alright, Alpaca, who do you want to?
All right, I'll go first. So in the bottom right corner of light shade, our blue Protoss with a big dream. It is from Berserker, DreamerToss.
Yeah. In the top right, he's still on match point. He lost to a cheese. Will that happen again? He is HanGaram. I think the real question is whether he would do the exact same build, because I mean, I looked at the openings, they looked identical in game 1, game DreamerToss. Alpaca, please talk about cannon rushes.
Well, I see a Forge and I see a Protoss. The only problem is that I also see a Terran. Now, normally, you don't expect to see the strategy in PvT, for the very simple fact because Terrans can wall off, and then you cannot put pylons on the high ground. And if you cannot put pylons on the high ground, you cannot put cannons on the high ground. And if you cannot put cannons on the high ground, you cannot cannon rush a Terran.
And then buildings fly.
And the buildings fly.
But does it matter if the Terran has absolutely no idea that this is coming?
Well, now they do. Let's see what's going to happen.
Okay, so the Terran response to this actually it's very varied. You want to get a bunker like the moment the Rex like comes up, because you want to be able to like create a counter like again in PvP, getting a counter forge and getting your own can just to like stop the steady advance of the cans is a good idea. I think he's pulled off too many SCVs though. He needs the bunker. He needs the factory.
Well, you're right, and you're not very right here. So right now, HanGaram actually, after killing the probe,
Yeah.
what he should have realized is that there has only been one probe, so there's no need to continue attacking. And
Yeah.
once the pylon on the high ground dies, right, the cannons actually have no vision and they cannot attack high ground.
The Terran don't even got no range or nothing.
Yeah, because now HanGaram can actually make a marine and attack the high ground pylon. And once that one is done, he can just slowly take his time and take a smoke break
Well, here
and
comes
just slowly
pylon.
shoot away.
But this is why you get the bunker. I maintain my position on the bunker.
Well, actually, you're still not. I would still kind of disagree because with 2 Marines, you can just shut down any building, cannons, and with 3, you 100% shut down the cannon rush. So while you're right, if there were cannons on the high ground earlier, then yes, he would need a bunker. But at this point, it's very chill. And very good control by DreamerToss though.
Did the other probe die?
Oh yes, the other probe
Oh,
died to
man.
the SCVs as well.
That is gonna completely throw this. But then again, like HanGaram has thrown away a lot of SCVs to try and stop this. If we look at units lost, the Terran has lost more, and the majority of that is workers. DreamerToss is free to back up. Like this is.
That is right.
This has succeeded beyond his wildest dreams.
Yep. So at this point, actually, even if you were to just cut probes and you just make stalkers and walk them across the map, you would still win a DreamerToss.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I will give DreamerToss props, you know, for mixing in builds in the best of 5, especially. Actually, I'll give him additional props because he's on match point. If he had F'd this up, he would have lost in the grand finals in a failed cannon rush. And now
Oh,
he's winning.
what better way to go out?
This is giving me flashbacks of I don't know if you watched. Do you remember the game that Classic played at BlizzCon against Rogue?
Oh wow, that no, I don't.
Okay. So while we wait for the game, like, don't mind me. While we wait for this game to like get back into high gear, or for DreamerToss to decide how he wants to kill the Terran, there was this game at BlizzCon. It was the It was the round of 8. It was Dream versus Classic.
Ah,
So Classic is down 2-1. Dream is on. Rogue has won 2 games, and it was lose, win, lose. And Rogue looks so dominating. So game 4, BlizzCon, Anaheim. Game 4 is a cannon rush.
ah,
Like, can you imagine like the excitement? Like, okay, Classic has nothing to lose. Winning this game, by the way, nets him $20,000 just to advance to the next stage. He cannon rushes, and he narrowly wins using a cannon rush proxy immortal bullshit, right?
hey, that's not bullshit. That's called skill toss.
It's Classic, so yes. Then in game 5, again, a slight spoiler alert. I actually mentioned this in my video on the Dark Templar. In game 5, he starts researching DT Blink.
Ah,
I
very
cannot
strong.
oversell how loud the cheering was when that happened. They were like, "He is not doing this. He is not doing this." In fact, I still remember it was on World of Sleepers. I highly dimed that out. That's
Ay ay ay.
yeah. But anyway, it was on World of Sleepers. He blinked the DTs into the main and killed the lair,
Wow,
and then blinked out with I think 5 out of the 7 DTs.
that
He
is
then
insane.
proceeded to win the game with a push. That was the only game I can remember that year in a professional series that DT Blink made a difference. This was
Yeah.
in late 2019, because it was only after that I think it was Zest or somebody that realized that, wait, if I go DT Blink against Terran in late game, it is damn powerful because it can just jump past the static defenses. But yeah, that was what happened. So again, props to DreamerToss playing at that, WCS, as we used to call it, level. Well done. Why? He's proxying a gateway out here. Okay, let's come back to this game. What have you observed? What have you seen?
Well, I see DreamerToss making a proxy pylon and a proxy gateway that we would normally expect about 4 minutes earlier if we were to look at it as a normal game. So DreamerToss is trying to move in to the main with Warp Prism and Charge Slots with +1 armor. Normally also very strong. Except that he's a bit late on it, but well, he has a very good chance because the Terran just doesn't have units, you know.
Yeah, the cannon rush was way more effective. Oh, he doesn't target down the Warp Prism! And this is gonna hurt a lot. Just the SCV's not biting. Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh boy. If he had just targeted down the Warp Prism, like, he might have been able to like hold and still be in a recoverable position, but the economic damage is just insane. Yeah, I think I mean, he kind of
Well.
won it earlier, but this is his choice of, this is his finishing maneuver.
You know what the Chinese water torture is? This is kind of like it. You know, it's like every now and then
Yeah.
he'll come over like he slaps you. Like, all right, time to die. And then the Terran just doesn't die, and then like 3 minutes later he's gonna come back in with maybe Blink Stalkers and he's gonna slap you again. Like, all right, time to die, man.
I mean, he should, right? He's got 5 workers and a mule and 2 mules.
Well, this is a tournament. Never underestimate tournament players.
True. I mean, again, HanGaram went from I'm gonna 3-0 you to I'm on the verge of losing this tournament, relatively speaking.
Yep.
I mean, well, he's got 1 Cyclone and a Dream, which is now trapped, and GG is called, and well done,
Yep.
DreamerToss.
Very messy game, start to end.
By the way, Alpaca, guess who has graced us in the Twitch chat?
Ooh. Hello, Eris.
I'm sorry, every time I think
Oh.
of you and Aries, I'm just thinking of that best of 5 I casted.
Of course. It was a great series. Yeah, very fun one.
You guys both played really well.
From now on, we should call the SCV no scout as the Ares. The Ares.
Yeah, it's a great move. You know, the SCV no scout into losing Reaper.
No, okay. To be fair to my Terran mentor, okay, because he taught me Terran. He's the guy. He is the prime reason I was able to get Diamond 3S Terran the way I did. He has mentioned that if you play no scout and if you play it correctly, like his build is meant to be safe against almost everything. And to be fair, even in the last game, he almost held you off.
Yeah. I have to say it was it could have been much closer. Just because he put his turrets too far forward, and then I could just shoot them from within my
Yeah.
fuel batteries. So that was just it wasn't a good situation.
Yeah, anyways, I was
I
just kidding, man. Ares, you're the best.
He's the best, man. Best of 5.
Oh.
By the way, shout out to Alex who's running the SSL. I think that was the best finals I had casted at least. So that's Alex's tournament. Do go and if you're from Singapore, do go and sign up as well.
Oh wait.
Okay, that's enough sponsor links before the ace match.
Oh yeah.
Shall we go?
I think. Wait. You want me to post the links, right? Yeah. Maybe I should do that.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Okay,
throw
give
in
me
one
like
more. Nice. Do you want me to
where
do
is
it?
Wait, where's the? Okay, wait. I found it.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it in everywhere.
Just throw the Twitch chat.
Wait, in the Twitch chat. Twitch chat.
Twitch chat.
Wait, why? I thought we are gonna do like the.
Or shout out like on stream.
Oh no! I'm just broadcasting my stuff everywhere.
Well, you should tell your clan you're casting now. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it everywhere.
All right. So we'll let
Alright.
Nameless do a bit of
Uh,
Alpaca, do you happen to listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
No, I have no idea what that is actually.
Okay. Nameless, do you listen to that?
nope.
Okay. It's probably it used to be the most popular podcast on YouTube, and then he signed a deal with Spotify. He's an MMA fighter, and he's gotten really good at interviewing people. So he interviews. Long story short, the reason he's very popular is that he interviews from all sides. Like he interviews like Neil deGrasse Tyson, he interviews Bernie Sanders, but he also interviews, I'll be very honest, right-wing nutcases.
Oh wait. Actually, it's Siowey here.
Is he?
I kind of want to
Oh,
cast
sure.
this game, but then okay.
Yeah,
we could do it
It
after.
says he's in chat.
We could do it after Darkvoid, but the problem is
I'll
his
stay for Siowey.
no his replay is quite long
Oh,
as
God.
well.
All right,
Okay,
why don't we get
yeah,
started
yeah,
with
let's get started. with this first.
Alright. Anyway, the point I was making is that as a content creator, you gotta peacock a bit.
Yep.
You gotta be out there. You gotta tell the whole world about what you're doing. Even
Yeah,
weird as that is.
that's definitely true. But I'm a bit shy, so I don't really broadcast my
Yeah.
stream much. But okay, we'll do
Alex,
it.
your
Yeah, we'll do
mic
it
is
this
kind of
time.
noisy.
Is it mine?
Okay. No, Alex.
Wait, who's Alex?
Delaro.
Dello. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's not saying nothing.
Okay.
It's cool.
Cool. All right. In the bottom right, making his way out to 2-2. The blue Protoss. DreamerToss.
Whoa, whoa. Wait, what
Thank you,
happened?
production. On the other side, also on 2-2. Let's see how this last fight goes. It is HanGaram.
Wait.
Nice.
Once again, thank you, production.
Oh.
I see what that was for. Cool. Very cool.
I thought what was happening? I thought it was like I thought I pressed something.
No, man, your
You
production
can thank
value.
me later.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right.
Anyways, thank you for the special sound effects. I'll let you guys continue.
Oh, come on, Jim. By the way, Alpaca,
DreamerToss.
what are your thoughts on gas stealing a turret?
Useless.
I disagree because if I could actually get it off, I would do it every game against Protoss, against Terra, but no point against that.
All right. So here's why it's useless. So normally,
Mhm.
you would expect the Terran to be playing standard, and standard PvP is one gas. And that means that if you make a guess, right, that's 75 minerals, and they're just gonna stand one marine there and shoot it. So unless you're being very aggressive, maybe if you're gonna send like two adepts across, they will just be attacking your gas for free. So, and Terrans don't always have to take the second gas that early. They can also take their low ground second gas. Their gas requirements are not as high as Protoss in the early game. So they aren't hurt that much by the lack of a second gas as much as Protoss would be if maybe the Terran were to steal the gas.
Oh yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I think maybe if you steal gas, you wouldn't get any aggressive Terrans, right? Maybe. Like the double
That
gas.
is true.
You could still try. Okay, the reason I mean I do agree with what Alpaca is saying, but I will also say that stealing the gas does interrupt the tempo because you can't then get your reactor like properly. Okay, you can get your reactor done, but it then interrupts you, especially if you're going Widowbind into Raven, which is what I intended to do all the time, because that
Yeah,
was
for
the
sure.
safest build. And is that interruption worth it? Kinda. The other thing I felt as Protoss, look, okay, again, I'm a diamond Protoss. Um, my minerals and my build is not that insanely optimized, which is why I'm not, 4K MMR. The other thing is always nice to get. Okay, the other thing is always nice to get that metal victory off against the Terran. And lastly, I will send my adepts across. And if units are there, they're not on the front line, are they? So I guess it kind of depends on how you're gonna play. Like you did point out that if you think about it, if you steal the gas, get two fast adepts. It's like what Cresta told me in PvP, which is that if you steal this gas, just go kill him ASAP.
Well, PvP is very different from
It is.
TvP, but I get what you're saying there. So
Now,
we see like a very aggressive adept move out. So normally you would see that the adept doesn't move out unless there's a shield battery in the main, which we do see here from DreamerToss, because the adept moving out means that the Reaper actually gets free reign to harass the mineral lines.
ooh, probe kill, not bad. I do want to ask you. Oh, another probe kill. I do want to ask you. Glaives in PvT in early 2021, late 2020.
Well, it's a very uncommon build, I have to agree. We usually see this combined with some kind of Stargate play, because when you get adepts, they're very light on gas. So
Stargate Phoenix.
usually oracles, sometimes even phoenixes, and so you would see Stargate play combined with adept play, and the idea is that you just shade in on top of the bio or whatever the Terran has, and then with glaives, because you attack a lot faster with that, and
Oh
you
yeah.
have bonus damage to light, right? So like marines become very, very useless once you have adepts that just sit on top of the marines and go pew pew.
They just they melt them like Zerglings, basically.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, I do have a question that which is why did because I remember very vividly in 2017, Gladev Phoenix, even in PvT, was the standard meta. Like, why has the Gladevs fallen out of PvT specifically? Like, why is it an uncommon build?
Well, I don't know about 2017 because I actually wasn't playing back then. But I would say nowadays,
Yeah.
the meta has shifted to just being fast on the expansions, right? Or if you want to play Blink, we see things like Parting's 4-gate Blink. We also see things like Protoss just being on 2 gas, going to a fast third, and then just playing massive gateway style, where charge is so much more important because Zealots with +1 armor can tank so much better than like Adepts.
They're these ladies.
Yeah, not to be
Okay.
sexist, you know.
Well, that's how it's been set up. One Marine has gone across the map to shoot at a pylon. But I think the bigger deal is that, very good out DreamerToss. He only sends one Adept. Oh, but the Adept reveals the glaives. HanGaram, if he's got his scouting right, should be quite paranoid about what's about to hit. He's gonna have stem finished up, I think, roughly when the attack is gonna be. So we're gonna have to see what it's gonna do.
Yep.
at this
So this
Go ahead.
could be very tricky for DreamerToss. The trick is that he just has to shade on the bio and have his whole army together. So if he can do that, it should be a good fight for him. But
Okay, here it goes. Stem is a few seconds away from being done. Here comes the mass shade. Does he have enough? The tank is unseized.
yeah,
The bio
this
is
doesn't look very good because the move command is just not really doing
Yeah.
damage.
The other thing is that, I mean, the auto towers did a lot of work. A lot of the adepts are firing on the tank instead of the bio. And oh dear, oh me, oh my, the ladies are getting shot. GG is gonna be called. Oh man, DreamerToss.
Oh no,
Oh.
there's a couple of move commands and his army got melted. It's truly a sad way to go out.
I realized I forgot the best of 5 UI thingy. But
Amazing.
Okay.
But anyways, HanGaram won the game, right? 3-2, I believe. It's 3-2, right?
Yep, 3-2.
And that means we could finally cast the best player, the best Terran player in SG, potentially.
Did he beat Hero?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Yeah, that's why it's potential, potential.
Alex, did he beat Hero in SSL? Cause I wasn't casting that bracket.
Alright, to me, man, to me, he's the
Okay,
best.
okay, all right, that's fair. We can have. All right. So, by the way, thank you. How do I pronounce your name?
Fluxure.
Fluxior.
Yeah.
Fluxure.
For I think just joining us.
It's the fellow Pigpen, fellow Alpaca supporter.
Ay.
Hello. Well, DreamerToss, don't worry. That was like the last game. Arms are sweaty. You have to worry about mom spaghetti. And
Oh yeah. Anyways, we got 2 games from Darkvoid. So which one do you want to cast? Okay, I've
shorter one.
watched the ZVT one. Yeah. Okay, we cast the shorter one then.
the sh-
Yeah. This.
have you already casted one game though?
No, I never cast any of his. Wait, I
Okay,
should
so-
tell
so-
Darkvoid, Mr. Darkvoid. He's probably lurking in
We
lurking
should pick him.
somewhere.
We should pick him nevertheless. You're gonna pick him, right?
He's lurking in LL.
Just WhatsApp him on. No, not WhatsApp him. Just Discord him.
Yep. All right. Anyways, this game is very interesting.
Have you
I've
Discorded
watched
him
it.
or?
Yeah, I'm gonna Discord it now as well.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
But anyways, I've watched this game. It's gonna be interesting. So I'll let you guys cast.
By the way, DreamerToss, just a shout out. First of all, he actually casts his own. He does a cast. He streams a good amount of Protoss. So if you want to see him climb his way through the ranks, do give him a follow. First of all, I've been discussing we might do a collaboration because if he does he's got a small community. Again, DreamerToss, if you want, you could come on and co-cast for your dedicated community.
Oh.
Then we could have guests Nameless and the rest on as well.
Wait. Anyways, okay, did you see the invite? Wait, color guy.
my bad. I
Oh
was
yeah, it's
looking
fine.
at Twitch chat. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna start it now.
He actually called this game cancer, didn't he? Oh, look at that
Ay, ay,
MMR.
ay.
Shit.
What is this? Pleb? Not in GM yet? Oh no. Alright.
Yo,
So starting us off, down in the bottom left, it is who else but a barcode Zerg.
And on the top, representing my clan, it is Guns N' Roses Darkvoid. I should tell my clan that Darkvoid replay is being casted. You know?
Yeah, you can go for it.
Absolutely.
Both
I
players
gotta.
going for very standard builds. Darkvoid going for the Rex before gas, and our Barcode surprisingly not cheesing and going for a macro 16 hatch opener.
All right. So while we wait for the game to heat up again, do feel free to interrupt at any point. Do you know what happened one time when I told the clan about it? Let me explain what happened. Okay, this should give us a little bit of a chuckle. Okay, so I remember that this was during I think either an Audai or a tournament that was casting. It was Darkvoid against Nameless here. I
Ay
finished
ay ay.
I finished on this Audai. Okay, so I casted like a game. It was a pretty good like 15-20 minute like back and forth TVZ, and then it went to match point because I think Nameless won the first game. And then I was like, okay, well this is pretty awesome. Hey, and then it occurred to me like I should tell the clan. Oh wait, what the hell is this?
Sorry to interrupt you, but exactly that is my thought as well. That is a hatchery where it doesn't belong. I was wrong about the not cheesing.
Um, I don't know enough about Zerg. What on earth is going on? Do you know? Alpaca, do you know what's going on?
Well, I see a proxy hatch and I see a very late pool, so I can only call this 3 hatch before pool.
Is this just? But why? Like a Terran? Okay, my
Very good
question is
question.
more of like, what is this aiming to accomplish? Because the Terran could just float his building over. The Reaper, of course, has to come here and like deal with this. So
Well, we have to see what he does with his hatchery,
let's
and
admit
then
it.
we can think about what he's trying to do. So
He's actually getting a queen here.
yeah,
Oh, this
so
is
we see
super
that the Zerg has pulled off from gas mining fully,
Yeah.
and he has 28 drones on mineral mining, which means that he's trying to do some sort of Zerglin flood.
Oh yes.
But then again, we also see him making drones, so maybe it's just some mind games, you know?
But then why the queen? Because I mean, Darkvoid can't see the queen, but we know we can. Oh, maybe the queen's for creep tubers, because if you actually put down creep tubers, it could really delay a Terran expansion.
Well,
To the
yeah,
point that
maybe the
Terran-
queen just
there
wants
we
to
go.
say no expanding, sir. I will take a
Yeah.
third base, and you can stay on one base, which seems to be the case here.
Actually, not bad. The queen's actually going to get a Hellion, which could have been very nice for dealing damage on the other side. Even if it doesn't get the Hellion, like being so wounded for that trade was really good.
Darkvoid just being annoying with the SCV on the other side, and losing it to the drone though. Ay ay ay. Darkvoid, disappointing micro.
That's it. By the way, hello, no Pert for joining us in this wonderful TVP that the player who sent this in Darkvoid actually labeled it cancer.
Well, he manages to get the tumors, but 2 links get into his main. So
Yeah, I think the Lynx getting discount for free is actually more devastating than any actual damage. But still. Darkvoid saying, oh man.
yeah, he's clearly not happy. You know, he can't mine from his
Yeah.
natural.
He's actually going for a Hellbat push by the looks of it. I mean, armor and all that, right?
Yeah, this could be very dangerous. Especially if the Zerg just throws away a bunch of links like that.
Yeah. I mean, what's like criticism of Darkvoid? Maybe not been SCVing as hard as enough, but he's also been buying a lot of production. He really wants to go across the map and punish the Zerg for his insolence and his squatting on my real estate.
Yeah, I think the biggest bit of insolence is Darkvoid just leaving his front door open. Look at that reactor, that's naked.
By the way, the Twitch chat is quite amused that overlords were made from that hatch, which is still in the corner, by the way.
Look guys, it's a very simple strategy. You make overlords from your main, it takes too long to fly them over. So you gotta make overlords from your opponent's natural, and then they're where you want them to be.
It really, like, you're kind of right. Like these overlords were kind of like the unholy spawn, whereas this Zerg is doing like borderline demonic stuff to really throw Darkvoid off his game. That being said, the macros are not too far off, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Darkvoid coming in with a Hellion drop about 3 minutes late, maybe. And it says, "All right, there are Zerglings. I gotta go. Zerg OP."
I mean, yeah, I mean, theoretically, the Hellion should have done a lot more earlier, but at the same time, I do think a good part of him kind of realized that, wait, if I attack right now and I have nothing at home and I get link flooded, I die in the most humiliating way possible. After such a start, you know?
It's like Darkvoid is gonna try and move out in combination with his stim timing, which is gonna hit soon. And
Slightly
he's
off of +1 though, but it could still make a difference.
yeah, this could be very dangerous with his armory for the Hellbat. So if he doesn't lose the medevac like I would, then he would be in an okay position.
He could be, but there are a lot of queens out here. This is like the kind of queens you see Saro make. In fact, he's even pulled off the main base queens because he's actually the Zerg has nothing except those queens. And
Yeah,
some
but
base,
we all know
I'll
Queen's
get
OP.
yeah, you're actually right. They were OP to the point that they had to be nerfed. Okay, but let's see how it goes. The Howling Bats are falling. Can he target fire them banelings? We're looking at Darkvoid, not Michael Jackson. Okay, he decides to cut his losses, pick up and get the hell over the
Ay ay ay.
gets shot down. Reinforcements not really paying attention. They were, you know, standing one corner. And unfortunately, the Queens are able to defend the line.
Queen's holding the line with Transfuse.
Mass confuse going down. More reinforcements from Darkvoid, however, are coming as well as an SCV.
Yep,
Actually,
this
losing
is a
all
rally push.
Actually,
Call it.
losing all these screens are now quite painful because, well, number one, you don't have less screens, but even then, even if Darkvoid doesn't come in here and do damage, which, let's be fair, he should, like, losing this many queens does, like, limit the creep spread and stuff. But the push is by no means over, although where are the medevacs? Okay, they're on their way.
Darkvoid lost his medevacs to the multiple queens that are in position, and now he's gonna do the ultimate Terran move called pulling SCVs. And we will see if he loses his SCVs to the main links.
This looks so much like TVP.
You're right in that sense.
How,
No, if-
how is it for the last, like, games I've casted? I'm like, this looks like it belongs in another matchup.
Well, look at it this way. Darkvoid is practicing his pre-split micro using his SCVs.
Is he dancing those SCVs? Is he
Nah.
taunting the Zerg? Because, by the way, there is a Spire, but there's no mutant. Actually, the Benefac's actually wasting a bit of energy on the SCVs, aren't they?
Well, you have to think about it this way. The SCVs have 45 health, and Marines without combat shield also have 45 health.
The Marines have a gun. And the,
SCVs are really boys, and they tank you.
these, oh, but here comes some. Oh, there's actually a lot of base. I don't know if you can bust that ramp. Maybe with tanks and limbs you can, but not right now. Oh, it's getting some overlords. Not the ones that spawned at his side, but still good kill, good kill.
He's getting more tanks, he's getting the ultimate marine spell, which is combat shields, and he's also getting a lot of his SCVs killed, it seems.
Nice hang time on the explosion though. That being said, he's on a. I mean, every second that goes by is theoretically it's good for the Zerg because he's just reaching this point of massling Bane that it looks like he will attempt to like just smash out. It's because there are no Widow Mines, there are no. Wait, there are no Marauders for that matter. Okay, here comes
Yeah.
that Baneling Flood. The tanks are. they're
Oh
actually not waiting
no,
for the tanks,
but he
though.
exploded the banelings on the tanks. This is not looking good for the Zerg now, he doesn't have the splash to deal with the marines.
No, it's not. The crews are forced back up the ramp, and the siege just continues exactly as it was. Except that there's a liberator here.
And,
We got some freedom.
Well, we have the Terran's favorite unit right here, the Overstim Marine. 5 health on each of them.
Some things don't change. I mean, one sad part for the Zerg, that even though he's way up in workers, he's forced to buy on 2 bases because his outlying bases that he expanded to, he can't send the drones out. He should have earlier, but he pulled them all to his natural. And in terms of mining, I think they're kind of even.
Well, one guy is supply blocked, and the other guy is on half his maximum supply. I think we know who's the winner here.
You say that, but banelings are pretty powerful, or absolutely useless depending on how they're used.
Yeah, for sure. But this is some pretty good pre-splitting from Dark. What a tryhard.
When your natural gets blocked by the enemy Zerg, you try as hard as you can to make sure you don't die. But there's a but, as the Cranky Duckling is calling. There's a Nidus coming up. Is he gonna Nidus the main, or is he gonna... Oh, by the way, nice job on Darkvoid. He actually catches one of the outline expansions. But the local wildlife kills him. Oh, nice. He catches the reinforcing tag.
Yep. So our Zerg choosing a very interesting strategy known as the Nidus Worm evacuation. So normally you would evacuate your house, your burning house, with a like a rope. But this guy chooses to go into the rope and says, "No, I'm out of here for an anus."
You gotta go where you gotta go. He's now gonna die this Darkvoid, which actually can be quite bad. Because I think Darkvoid has no idea how bad the Zerg infestation on Oxide has become. Because he's just fighting here, and it could actually go into a base trade.
Well, we see drones coming out into Darkvoid's natural, maybe. Do we see that? No, we don't. Not yet. Not yet.
I wonder what he's waiting for, because the Nidus is here. Oh, but the Marine Stem, the Nidus in the main is actually going to get killed off. Without anything being done. Well, that was anticlimactic.
That was so anticlimactic. Aye.
Yeah, if Lings and Bates had like jumped out of there, then this would be a completely different story. Unfortunately, the Zerg is just evacuating and gonna head to his next base. But that Zerg doesn't really have that much money for too much else.
It's not that the Zerg has no money, but the Zerg has no production ability.
No lava too, yes. You know what? This really, like, now the name Cancer feels so much more appropriate. It really feels... You know how Cancer, if you don't kill it 100%, it just regrows somewhere else?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
you know what? You know what's the difference? Cancer propagates itself. Zerg needs overlords. And our boy Darkvoid is killing overlords.
Not the one that spawned from there, but yes, every other damned overlord on the map is slowly falling to the 50 or so guys on the ground.
Darkvoid is also casually losing all the siege units to a bunch of roly-polies.
And the roly-polies then commit suicide, and Darkvoid is somehow victorious.
What a game. I would like to tear out my eyes right now.
Do you have the cancer too?
Alright, anyways, thank you, Nopret, Fluxior, Maru for and how do you pronounce that? Quaz for the follow, and oh my god, thank you Maru Moriani for the Prime subscribe, man. Yeah, wait, I'm pretty sure you're like the first five to subscribe.
Well done, man.
Nice, very kind of you.
Yeah,
thank you, Maru.
Thanks a lot, man. Dude, you get to use my meme face emote. Woo! Oh yeah, you're actually first. You're you're the third one, actually. You're the third one.
Nice. What a founder.
Man, well done.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Anyways, let me know if you what should I do? What should I do to thank like the top 5 subscribers? The first 5?
You should add another emote.
Okay. A photo of yourself with a victory pose.
Okay, maybe I could I don't know, sing or some shit later.
Sing a random song. Yeah, there we go.
Now?
I can play for you and you can sing.
What?
We have the
you can
production
play
now somehow.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, see you around, Maru.
You the best.
See you around in Pigpen chat. Anyways,
Yeah, Maru.
yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. I don't sound like I'm hyped up, but I am, man. Yeah, you get what I mean, man. You get what I mean. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Alright, TVT.
Look, Dark. If it is anywhere as bad as this one,
I thought we were going
I
to
will slap you.
Dude, it's so good, dude. It's so good. The chat loves
yeah,
your
yeah.
the chat loves your replay, Darkvoid. Okay, maybe we could wait. Okay, maybe we could hop to Darkvoid's replay.
Is Siowey in the chat?
Oh,
Alright.
yeah, but he's hasn't been replying though. I don't think he's in the chat.
Oh, I tell you what.
Hmm.
Because I'm not sure how long
Oh,
I
he's not
wanna.
there.
Yeah,
Do you want to pick Siowey?
I don't mind.
You are looking for Siowey, Siowy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we could do
Yeah,
his
yeah.
games.
Sleeping.
Are you sleeping?
Oh,
Nice.
confirm,
Oh, oof.
Oh wait, he's online though. He's online on Discord.
Yeah, I think he's just
Well,
AFK.
Ask his PC.
we could ping him and give him like, I don't know, set a
Yeah.
timing and see if he.
Okay, maybe we could do Darkvoid's game. Cause
Yeah.
Xiaowi's game is pretty long, man. Not yeah, even longer
Okay,
than Darkvoid's.
This will be my last game.
Are we talking about SSLs, the final one?
No.
Alright, let's go into Mr. Darkvoid's cancer game. Where's where is it?
It wasn't it the TVT on his other account.
Yeah. Where's Bark? Oh my god. I'm tripping. Oh, is this? Yes, cancer. Oh wait, anyways, hi OP Zessie. Nice. Yep. Nice of you to come down on the stream, man. Anyways, I won't be casting, I'll just be observing, because I already have 2 casters. Oh wait, actually if Red Gunner guy is going, right? Maybe Fluxio could come. We could have like a...
After this game about.
Yeah, we could like have like a dynamic duo. Alpaca and Fluxio.
Alright, Doctor. You have been called to the table.
I mean,
Will you respond?
he did say that he want to cast, right? Yeah, we could have him online as well.
Basically, guys, attention. Like, if you want your games casted, like the guys who did get the message from all these new people, just let me and Nameless know. We will try and set up something in future as well. This is fun, man.
Yeah, this is fun. We have a lot of replays. I'm pretty sure we're only like halfway through.
That's partially because
Imagine
of the
doing
guy
the
got.
entire SSL.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, we cast the SSL as well. There are a lot of master matches not casted. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
All right. Let me. I'll take this one. Spotting at the top. He is my teammate playing on his other somewhat smurf of an account. Although he's not. He's more honorable than his opponent. It's Bark.
Also known as Dark. Alright, and in the bottom left, in red, and as usual, a barcode. We have a red Terran opponent. Barcode.
Since Thank you,
What's his
production.
name?
He's
Barcode?
going to be the barcode, yeah.
Okay.
What am I supposed to read? What? Online.
Technically, we do not know whether it's the I or L as well.
Alright. I've counted the numbers, the number of eyes, and it's 8 eyes, so we'll call him 8 eye.
Ah,
Fair.
this is why we
So-
have you on, man. You the
We have the red Terran, 8 eye, against the blue Terran, Bark. Here we go.
Yep.
And I'll be back in 5 minutes because TVT is like that, you know?
It depends if Bahu is playing or not. Bahu's games often went like
We do
not
have-
just Bahu, but a lot
Mhm.
of TVT can be a cheese fest. But the reason Terrans don't really do is that it forces you to commit a lot more. And the proxy 2x's have just not been as popular as they used to be because everyone figured out how to defend it. But it still trips up some people every so often.
Yep. And here we see both players going to pull 3 SCVs off gas. This means that they would intend to also get a CC after the factory is done. So by pulling 3 SCVs off gas and putting them back on mineral mining, you get a bit more minerals and you can get your CC faster.
Yep, allows you to buy your CC just that wee quick faster, and every advantage you get in the mirror matchup is pretty damn gigantic. Anyway, while we wait for the Reapers to start blowing each other up, what are your thoughts? Have you heard about Rotterdam's long rant on barcodes?
Nope, I have not. What is it?
Yeah,
Come on,
what-
enlighten me.
Rotterdam started this really weird drama where he put out something that looked borderline like a manifesto on why you shouldn't use barcodes. And I don't fully buy it because I'm more like the kind of look, you want to enter like something in there, you want to have like a secondary account. Is it allowed? Yeah. Does it have its benefits? I don't know. I can't be bothered. But if you want to do it, power to you. She was going on this long thing like, no, people should know who you are, even if you want to have like hide bills. Like, there's no point of a barcode. Although it's very possible that Rotti was just upset that he lost on stream, or like,
Well, I think another theory is that you know it's Roddy from the way he plays. So
that's
like
true.
he doesn't need a barcode. We all know it's him.
He doesn't. He does. But the thing that Roddy actually said, by the way, I just want to counter that point. Oh, he's going Phoenixes. Yes, he is. He always goes Phoenixes no matter what. But Roddy has become so good at Phoenixes that I've watched his stream and like when he plays the tournaments, he knows 4 different builds to get to Phoenixes that I know of. 4 different independent builds that have different responses at that level to get to his mass Phoenix. So even if you see that thing, even if you know you play against Rotip or Haas, you never know. By the way, very
Oh.
nice Widow Mine out of Darkvoid, something that not many other Terrans do.
Yep.
He's gonna try and bait the Reapers.
Yep. This could be very painful for 8i here.
Yep.
The Widowmine getting 2 Reapers, which greatly decreases how dangerous this push can be.
There is
Also,
a drop heading right across the map though.
yep, we see the classic 1 medevac, 1 tank, 4 marine. I don't know what this is supposed to do, except maybe annoy opponent.
It depends. It depends if he sends reinforcements. Or he could get a reactor, that could be something. Siege up the tank. It's actually a little bit hard to break. Is he gonna pull SCVs?
Well, Bark is most likely gonna lose his reactor, but he has a Raven, and we're gonna see what he's gonna do with the Raven.
Yeah, because he doesn't actually have that much to break with his own tank, is that he needs to be very careful that the tank doesn't get jumped out by the Marines. Nope.
Yep. So just a little bit of chip damage here done by the 1 medevac push.
Yeah.
Supply blocking, getting the reactor, all very nice. On the other side, we see the Raven getting 2 SCVs, I think, with the auto turret, which is also a nice little trade-off.
I mean, those were, like, if you think about it just purely in a mathematical sense, they were infinitely good because 8i lost nothing in that attack but got damage. You could also argue that the Raven, like, it's just energy, right? It's mud, it's gonna refill itself. He got free damage and worker damage too. However, who is ahead? That's next to impossible to say at this phase of the game.
Well, at this point, we see that Bark has his stim started. He has actually 2 Ravens, and he's very well positioned for a stim 1-1 timing if he so chooses to.
By
So
the
I would
way,
say that Bark is a bit ahead.
yeah. By the way, no pet says I actually think Rotti was right about of his comments. I think he says so. That's an interesting thing. Opsy actually says I could play a game real quick and give it to you to cast LOL.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes, Obsesty.
I mean, if you send in a replay, we will cast it eventually. I don't know tonight or another night. That's up to Nameless. He's the wonderful host for tonight.
Yep. Alright, and Nopert, I don't really follow what Roddy says, and I'm not really actually on Starcraft Reddit that much, so I can't
I spent too much.
I can't
time
contribute anything to that.
There. I spent way too much time there.
Yeah. So now we see a clash of clans gonna happen.
The blue team and the red team.
8i having 5 tanks, which could be very
He's got no
painful.
wave, though.
But Bark throwing down auto turrets, and auto turrets really good in small scale fights as well.
Unfortunately, the 8i just having like that little bit more is able to completely deflect this attack.
Yeah,
And,
but 8i losing all his marines, like or most of them, and only having tanks, which means that his tanks will be very vulnerable if he tries to siege up, just like that.
They will be. I don't know why he's moving out of long, like the way he does. I feel he should like pull his tanks back to a defensible position because he was significantly ahead. His third base was landed so much faster than Darkvoid. But again, like, oh, this Reaper for Buck aka Darkvoid, still being very annoying, actually getting a lot of kills. 3 kills, that's
Yep.
You know, Alpac, I really wish there was some metric to measure how many kills a Reaper got. Like, Reapers in general. Got over a tournament.
The answer is too many. It's an easy answer.
Anyway, the counter siege begins. Bark is in a lot of trouble.
Yep. 8i getting the nice siege on the low ground. Only problem being that he has to somehow maintain high ground vision, which he can only do right now with scans. Losing 3 tanks right now to Bark's Darkvoid's tanks.
Actually, when I look at this, I'm like, why did you do this? You sent out this army without support, without the logistical supply you need to win the game. Did he kill a lot of workers? Not really.
Not really.
Did the commander of that army just march off on his own, attempt to seize glory, and die?
He was singing to the wrong tune then. No, wrong national anthem.
Yeah, I mean, that is not what you want to do from any military perspective. Like, you want to see like a parade push move out. You need to support your attack, but like, HQ is probably just looking like, wait, we just lost all our tanks. Shit.
Yep. And I think another thing to note is that a Red Terran moved out at what we call an anti-timing, where he was getting 1-1 and stim, but he attacked at a timing where he didn't have 1-1 or stim. And then he lost his army, and he's like, oh shit. So he has to think again about whether he wants to push this time.
Yeah. I mean, both sides are now just, you know, taking a moment to chill. We just had some engagements. Okay, to be fair, Red Eye is now moving in position. Let's see if he actually sends support this time. His Vikings are pretty rude. What's the Viking count? Let me check. 4 to 4.
He also only has 2 tanks on this push. He's also not multi-progging, so I'm not sure what he intends to achieve with this push.
I honestly don't know either. Look at the reinforcements at home. I'm like, what is going on? Did his keyboard malfunction? I don't know. Yeah, because running up into high ground it's not how you win fights. It's how you lose the First World War, generally speaking.
Take note, John Bum, if you're in chat. You like to run up cliffs, I'm kidding. Well, 8i's forward army has finally met up with his main army, and they're saying, time to take over this territory. We want more land and more oil.
And the mid army is like, there you guys finally are, but here comes the engagement. The choke point is better for Darkvoid, but there are more tanks for Red Eye. Ooh, look at those Marines blasted all the way back to the middle line. But the air control is here for Bark. He's got the disguise belong to him. Decisively, those Vikings are gonna shoo away the army, and with that, you know, Red Eye is forced into a retreat.
Yep, and to note is that Darkvoid is actually taking his 4th base right now, landed and making a PF. He's in a very good economical situation. He's mining from more places, and he has a bit more SCVs as well. So our boy is doing pretty decently.
That being said, I just landed his. It's gonna be so he's not that far behind. The one thing that's quite interesting to know is that he will be ahead in upgrades, like in both in terms of timing as well as. I say that, and he attacks at another anti-timing. +1 vehicle weapons is done, but his marine lines have evaporated literally into the air into a fine mist of dust, and yeah, his entire army except these 2 tanks are gonna get cleaned up when the Vikings eventually decide to land.
Yep, another thing worth noting is that Darkvoid is making so many more Marines than his opponent. 15 to 9 at one time. And he has much better eco, which means he should be able to get his +3 on the way once you know, his +2 finally finishes.
If we pull up units lost, it's really obvious why that's the case, because he's just been so much more efficient. He can afford to spend money, you know, building production to get ahead. Whereas Barcode here, 8i, he's been just throwing attack into attack into attack, and nothing's been happening. Like,
yep,
he attacks the army goes poof, and it just repeats itself. Oh,
yep.
But this tank gets into the mid, it gets the one defending tank.
Very dangerous attack. right here by 8i, claiming the middle ground again, middle low ground again.
But as you correctly said, it is the low ground. I don't know how he's gonna be able to break this.
Yeah,
But
so
here comes the
Darkvoid
flag.
stimming in when the tanks are in siege. Really nice concave. You see Red's supply plummeting as he says, "Oops, I fucked up."
Red Eye needs to fire whoever is making this plan. It's like, so what's the plan now? We're gonna do the last thing they expect, which is to do the exact same thing we did. Then the frustrated lieutenant says, "You mean to lose every single man until yourself, your wife, and your turtle are the only ones left?" And the general says, "Tally ho, how did you know about our plan?"
Well, I mean, if they don't think you're gonna do it, that's gonna be the best plan. And if they don't think you're gonna lose the game, then you should show them that losing the game is the way to win the game.
By the way, I was making a Blackadder reference.
I'm-
I'll send you a link like after this. But but the tanks are now being caught out of position. Darkvoid now getting aggressive and literally chewing through the bulk of the army. But the tanks are not here for Bark for some reason. Will it matter?
As usual, losing a fight even though his upgrades are 1 minute late. Classic Darkvoid style.
Well, his bio upgrades are more or less here. Okay, the new reinforcement marines jump on this and like say shoo. But he's now down 20 supply decisively. The upgrades are going to finish more or less at the same time. The upgrades are now even, in fact. I mean, Bark just playing tower defense long enough for him to take the offensive seemed to have been paying off.
Yep, worth noting though that they're back on the same base count. Red is mining from 4 bases, 3.5 actually. And Darkvoid is also mining from 3.5 bases, so they're kind of an equal right now.
Yep.
But Red is gonna land his 5th base, and that could change things up.
Given what has been happening in the last 4 attacks, I don't think so. But maybe, 5th time's the charm.
We don't know for sure.
Anything could happen. If I remember correctly, there was a national lottery, and I can't remember which country, that the same number came out twice.
Nice.
So
Did anyone get it?
I don't think so, but there was a national uproar.
Ah.
And then they thought it was rigged. There was an investigation that said, no, look, the algorithm that gave us random numbers just gave us the same random numbers. Here's your money.
Here's the money, now go home.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, the bigger issue was that everybody else who didn't get money was really upset.
Yeah, naturally.
Okay, is he gonna walk into another tank line?
Well, they would be upset like these Marines are running to their death.
Maybe that's Red's entire strategy, Oh, my Marines are complaining. Okay, let me give you something real to complain about.
Now we see Darkvoid going for Corvette Reactor, which is Raven Energy. Why he is doing this is out of anyone's... I have no idea.
The honest answer right now is because he can. Look at his bank.
Well, he might be banking minerals, but he's not really banking gas, and you need more gas and minerals to make Ravens.
Oh, that is true, but again, if you can't afford it, and if you can't get that Raven energy, like, if you can shut this down, then it is a good upgrade. We just don't see it very often, and Ravens are really good at TVT. If he could, like, shut down the tanks and dive in, he wins the game. Oh, I was about to say the tank are unsupported, but these Marines are jumping to a fire zone. Darkvoid is a bit slow, he's very slow to respond actually. He could potentially lose this plant, unfortunately he loses it. But finally doing something with these endless pushes. My question to Darkvoid is, where the hell are your liberators? He doesn't have any, does he?
So Darkvoid is counter pushing on the bottom right, and casually just losing Marines to a planetary.
Can he get it though? Actually, if he just got down the SCVs, he could have got it, but he doesn't. And just like that, the momentum has shifted. Maybe he's going to counter drop somewhere else. Yeah, Bark is now... Okay, in terms of units lost, Bark is now only 1,000 below Red Eye. Despite all those Marines that have... How many Marines have died?
How many drug users have died, you mean? I think the answer is too many.
I don't know, when I says too few and he dives in with another attack, he's completely outflanked. Mark, the army is not in position, the SCV best with Harris there. In fact, the Sim City is actually hurting Darkvoid quite a lot. Oh no.
This is pretty bad, but don't forget we have 4,000 minerals in the bank, just casually floating around. Darkvoid doesn't seem to care.
Here come the Ravens, here come the interference. Matrix, is he gonna land? The Vikings or not? What was the point of... Oh no, he's using it to push his tank line forward. I don't hate it. He should be taking every... Actually, he should be taking every CC on the map. They'll just PFing all of them. We now see those comet reactors being used. The Marines are stepping in, but the Desert Marines of Red Eye that are still alive are gonna be able to push this back. And he's gonna be dropping on the tank, so... this push is eventually going to be cleaned up like every other push save the last one, but at what cost?
Good question. At what cost is the real question, because right now Darkvoid is back to 4 bases, of which only 2 are really mining, and his opponent is comfortably taking half the map for himself, and is rally pushing him with almost 30 more workers, and almost even army supply.
Yeah, this is a chance for Red Eye to get back in the game. Oh, the Dorito cannon is good though.
Yep, really big Dorito cannon. See if this is any use.
I mean, it did have a good effect. It forced Red Eye to retreat. Like, you can't fight with all that Dorito dust on you. It's just too icky, you know? You
Yeah,
gotta
for sure.
go home, just quick, wait for your suits to shower it off, and somebody to scrub the medevacs. Maintenance. Oh, this one Hellbat accidentally made is gonna walk over and, you know, give his life in the service of Darkvoid's.
Scouting. It was for scouting. He needs to know where his opponent is.
I mean, as much as the joke is that TVT is all about positioning. Oh no, Darkvoid's tanks! Oh boy.
Yep, massive Dorito cannons.
Is it gonna be enough? Are there enough auto talents? Now's the question. The COVID reactor really now gonna be an actual difference? And the mass Raven actually cleans this up. This is actually very different because normally what you do is you get Liberators and daily DCs. He's going like, no, I'm gonna go mass Raven. Which is not a bad idea because Ravens only cost mana, and given how this game is going, they might get to a point that they might out the map.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
The Industry of War, there's only one middle patch that has been untouched by the devastation of Pillars of Gold. That could be the deciding factor. Darkvoid spent most of his bank.
Well, Darkvoid also has a nice little count of 8 Ravens. Could this be the make or break? Let's find out.
Okay, here we go. The Marines do stem. The main infantry force does get flagged. Torpedo cannon on the main force. Terry still getting bombed. Nope. You know, out of range. Interference matrices are good. You know, it's very possible that the other Terran players on the barcode isn't used to play against this mass Raven style. In fact, this explains why Darkvoid is playing on this account. Like his main account, he plays like the standard bio stuff, like, you know, lips, and here he decides, let me try my mass Raven build.
Very good theory there. But theory or not, we see that Darkvoid is on literally twice his army size of his opponent. Let's see him march to victory. Or does he?
Oh, Notepad actually says mass Raven have been thing in the last few months, late game TVT stuff. Yeah, it's a recent development. Like the Liberators were the more traditional transition. But players, I think like Cure have been mixing it in a bit more to different levels of effect. Okay, oh, the concave is really good on this ramp though for the enemy.
But Dorito does says, well, that doesn't matter.
Well, let me negate that, right? Okay, the tank in the back is still stuck. Auto towers are coming down, and the automated, you know, guns just blasting away. That's actually an interesting concept. That would make the Raven like a flying factory, right? If it continuously makes auto turrets.
Yeah, maybe it already is one.
Terran OP.
They're very OP.
We've had a. I mean, let me put. I was gonna say to be like I'm still a Terran main, but no. Terrans had statistically a very good year.
Well, good year or not, one of them is gonna lose here. And who would be?
Oh, Darkvoid flying over all the movies, but he says, no, I've got the gun. Oh, genius cult, and Buck is victorious. Woo!
I look at these 5k players not being able to spend their 5k, 3k bank. Disappointing.
Ah.
And that, kids, is why you learn how to macro.
Alright. Actually, if you take a look at the resources lost, right? I think the Red Zerg lost 400 plus Marines, whereas I think Buck only lost less than 300. And I think he lost 10 additional tanks as well, which is pretty big.
Ah,
Good point, no pet. Red Terran. 8i. No GG. No GG.
Barcode doesn't GG. I haven't seen that kappa.
yeah, man. What a surprise.
Alright.
Alright, well, good lord, it's 1 a.m. Okay, I gotta call it quits for. So,
Good
uh,
having you here, man.
yeah. Again, thanks Nameless for filling in tonight.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Again, a bit of backstory. I was actually supposed to be like the one streamer and casting all this, but a mixture I had to go and then my stupid Starcraft 2 couldn't load for an hour. So Nameless has been taken over. So do give him a follow. Do sub, chat, all those other good stuff. But again, thanks for having me.
Yeah, sure,
Thanks
no
for
problem.
hosting.
Alright, okay. We're gonna have
night.
Siowey's games again.
Alright.
Siowey's games is
Amazing. Amazing.
it's
They are
gonna be
amazing.
a super long game again. Okay, let's see. Wait, actually, let's count how many you have. Okay, 1, 2.
Me? I
Wait,
have
do you
five.
cast? Do we cast the romanticide one?
Which one? Against Dragnus?
No, free end.
I don't think so.
The
I
Dragnus
don't
one
even
hasn't
know.
been casted yet. Wait, we casted
Yeah.
this, right? Oxide one?
Oh,
Did we did? The Oxide?
Oxide? Which one? Against the Zerg or against the Protoss?
Okay, we done the
we,
Zerg
we,
one.
we got
done
both.
the
We
Zerg
got
one.
both. Yeah, we got both.
Alright, alright.
Against
Oh,
Frien,
no.
yeah.
No. Okay, wrong one. Free end is done, right?
No. Frien's not done.
Okay. I remember we done another one, right? Was it this? Oh yeah.
Uh,
Okay, we have a crap ton of replays. I haven't added more. We have more, by the way.
No
Okay, let's count.
worries.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 6 and 7. Okay, we have 7 more, man.
Alright.
Sounds good, man. I mean, we could always cast more. I don't mind.
Yeah, baby.
No stop, man. No stop.
Rush B, no stop.
Wait, hang on. Let me add the new one. OP Zesties one. Oh yeah, I kind of told Siowey that we're gonna cast his games. Yeah. Yeah. Red Gunner, you can send one in. So after Siowey's game, it's gonna be OP Zesties one.
Yep.
Yeah. And anyway, if you're still here, Flux Hero, you can come and cast. Can definitely yeah, we need a. I mean, I could definitely use a additional caster.
We need some actually good players.
Yeah, to be too trash. And we still have like
Okay.
the 4v4 one, I think. Or was it 3v3? It's 3v3, man.
I don't know, man. You're the host. I'll leave it to you. I'm
Alright.
just here to talk shit.
Alright, we have Xiaowi's games followed by OP Zesty's game afterwards.
Alright.
Right.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
we're gonna start immediately because we have still have more replays to clear.
Alright, let's hop right into a ZVP on Lightshade.
Come to think of it, I'm not sure if I actually casted so long.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
recall.
I only the last time I did cast was like the Siu games.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that long because it was like 7 best of 1. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty sure we casted more than that already. Alright, without further
Alright.
ado, we're gonna be introducing our players. So in the bottom right hand corner, we have our red Protoss player. He is Arco.
Right, and in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade from GDA team, it is Siowey. I must say, our Barcode player is very adventurous, not walling against the Zerg.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty unique pylon placement. Cause usually if they don't wall off the low ground, right, they would at least do it in the high ground.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
For a cannon rush at least. And we see that this is gonna be a Nexus first. Very
Oh,
easy tell because
spicy.
he built nothing else and makes a Nexus.
What do you think about Oh yeah, it's definitely Forge. Because I think I'm not sure about not entirely sure about it, but I think Nexus first into Forge is the safest way you can play Nexus first, right?
Yes, so normally if you do Nexus first, you would actually want to put the Forge on the low ground as well because it helps you wall up. You don't have to put one more building; it's already there, and you can complete the wall and you can back wall of cannons and stuff if you're facing 12 pool. So it can be a very safe opener to do when you do Nexus first.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen like a low wall. I mean, actually a high ground pylon Nexus first into Forge. Like usually they would get a low ground wall off. Just curious curious as to what Siowey's reaction is gonna be when he sees a cannon and a Nexus only on the low
Well,
ground.
and if he sees no wall, he's just gonna be like, "What is this boy doing?" And he's gonna run 10 links into the main and maybe win from there.
Oh, what? Did you see what happened?
Yep, he pulled his workers.
Wow, that's very interesting.
So he hasn't made a gateway, but he has 28 workers. So he's very far ahead on eco.
Okay, so I'm not sure if it's some sort of a mind game, but usually if Zerg players wants to do an all-in, right, especially against Protoss or Terran, they would fake drones on the third hatch by just rallying probes down. But in this case, I'm not sure if it's trying to show Siowey that he's actually playing a macro game.
Well, I don't know which it is, but I do know that if Xiaomi just makes links, he just wins.
Yep. Okay. Overlord speed actually coming out from Siowey. I'm wondering if the Protoss actually the twin brother of Toon Dragon.
Ah, maybe. Yeah, this could be the legendary 3 Nexus before gate, as Snowbird says. You know, but he has a forge, so it's a weak move. I agree. Snowbird. I agree.
Yeah. It's a proxy pylon. I love how he got like two cannons for safety. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
nice.
for sure. You gotta protect the open doorway. You know.
Definitely a meta build here.
Aye. Now he's taking 2 guesses on this natural, but he still has no gateway done yet. Which means I don't know what this guy is doing.
Honestly, I have no idea what Xiao is actually doing, but he's definitely really confused right now. Because he has Overlord scouting the main base of the Barcode player, but he doesn't see any attack at all. Just 4 photon cannons in the natural. Definitely must be confused right now.
Yep. And also getting a lair at a very... I mean, it's slightly early, to 320 lair. Not sure what his plan is with the lair, but I'm sure he has to scout something, right?
Yeah, like if I were in Xiao's position, I would be panicking. But I think the first thing that could come out into mind was probably a ninja expansion.
Yeah, for sure.
This is definitely suspicious, or probably some sort of a proxy gateway, or even DT all-in something. Yeah, this is definitely suspicious.
If you ask me, I'd be like, if he isn't attacking me, he has to be expanding somewhere.
Oh, I think Bane Nest and Roach One's coming down from Siowey, so I think he's definitely very afraid of what's gonna come up from the Protoss players. But it's actually just going for a very standard tree base macro play.
Tree base Skydos.
Oh, I think he called him.
How do we play Starcraft without this?
Definitely a sky toss. Yep. Why do we have a barcode player in every replay? I have no idea, man.
Because there are a lot of barcodes on the ladder, and they do very interesting things, like 3 Nexus before Forge before 2 Nexus before Gateway. Amazing innovation style. I mean, very innovative gameplay.
Okay, now I'm very confused. Cause Siowey actually got a Bane Nest as well as a Roach one, which kind of tells me that he wants to play Ravager Bane. But that might be like some sort of a I don't know, like a safety Hydra then.
Let me tell you this. You're
Yeah.
thinking about it wrong, okay? Okay, let me explain it to
Okay.
you why you're wrong.
Let me
So
explain
the
it.
Protoss
Oh,
is
sorry,
playing
yeah.
mind games
Mhm.
on the Zerg by doing 2 bases and then tech. Right? And then the Zerg is playing mind games on the Protoss by getting every single tech in the tree and then going, I don't care if you see any of this, you don't know what I'm making.
Wait, can you even make units out of 4 star gates with 3 base only? I don't think it's.
Well, it
Is it
depends on
possible?
what units you're making. If you're making Void Race, then yeah, sure. Phoenix is also okay.
I mean, I guess he's not planning to make any units at all.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. That's cheap. Very cheap.
Wait, I realized he hasn't made a single ground unit.
He doesn't need ground units. Look, if you're gonna wall yourself in, you don't make ground units because they can't walk out. Ah, big brain.
Well, no, Brad, to answer your question, I think the previous TVT was kind of like 20 minutes long. I guess that is
Ah.
the longest game we have of a barcode player.
I think he's talking about the names, and I don't know. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
why
yeah,
why are
yeah.
they so short?
Oh,
Gotta
okay.
ask it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an Asian thing.
He wants to be low key, but he doesn't want to be like mainstream as well. Oh my god, can you see the number of photon cannons he has on his natural? That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm scared of Banelings, you know.
okay, he actually has 21 cannons. He has
Yeah,
more
he
cannons
has-
than Void Race. Than
He
units.
has 11 on his natural.
Wow.
He has 2 in his main. No. I take that back. He has 5 in his main, and he has 5 at his third base.
Okay,
It's
this
his
is
third base.
yeah, this is getting weird, man. Cause I think the barcode player doesn't want a normal third natural base, man. He's gonna take like the fourth one because it's harder to defend.
I was gonna say he's playing Starcraft Bingo because he takes like the corner base, but he hasn't taken the top right corner base,
Mhm.
so I'm not sure if Starcraft Bingo is correct. But then he took like the lower, the base on the low side.
Mhm.
So maybe if he takes the high ground base next to his third, he could bingo on the line.
He's playing bingo. He's playing bingo definitely, man. Anyways, there's move out coming from Siowey as well. But I think with the amount of phoenixes, and amount of cannons he has, I don't think he's gonna be able to break him. And he actually doesn't know about the expansions, the 2 side expansions. He probably thinks that he's only on 2 base actually. Yeah.
Yep. So Siowey being very aggressive with his Hydras. Too bad they're not gonna do much. Well,
Yeah.
good try though.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be approaching the point where how is this guy making so many phoenixes and units off 2 bases? I'm pretty sure it's coming
Yeah.
soon. Yeah, cause
He's gotta ask himself that at some point.
Oh wait, his creep is actually reaching his second base, the Protoss second base.
Yeah. This is
Oh, this is
gonna
wacky,
be
man.
so tense.
Dude, I would be so mad if I was Xiaoyi, man. Like, I would actually be mad because I'll fail to realize that there was actually a ninja expansion, because it happened to me a few times. Like I was thinking that Protoss plays only on 2 base, and all of a sudden I see like 1 or 2 ninja expansions. I'll be so mad about myself.
Yeah, it happens. I think like
Wait.
what's no? Is just get a high.
Oh my god. He actually makes 5 carriers at one point, like at one time.
Yeah.
Chat talk.
But
Chat talk.
when nobody tries to kill your eco.
Oh no. I'm not sure if Hydras are actually enough at this point.
Well, with the upgrades, they're still okay.
Yeah, but actually if you were to take a look at the resources lost tab, he lost 51 Hydras to 8 Phoenixes and 1 Void Ray, and as well as 24 Interceptors and 9 Cannons, which I think that's a very bad trade.
Yeah, I think if he had just said, okay, I'm gonna get Hive, I'm gonna get Lurkers with range, and I'm just gonna sit here and pummel your cannons,
Mhm.
he would have been a very good spot.
honestly, I think Siowey is in a pretty dicey spot because once you approach like a very high count of carriers, right? You just
Yeah.
Hydras are not enough to deal with carriers. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like he doesn't even have a hive as well. Like he won't have vipers to abduct the carriers so he can pick them off one by one. Nor does he have any carrier. Does he have any spire so he could transition to corruptor?
Yep, I think you're absolutely right. He also doesn't have gas, which is a huge
Mhm.
problem in trying to make any of these units.
Yeah, and he doesn't have lurkers, right, or anything just to kill the static defense. Because I think
No,
if
he doesn't.
yeah, like engaging into like a fortified base along with carriers is just gonna be a very bad trade.
Yep, yeah, so you're absolutely right. And he's still trying to fight with Pure Hydra Queen. No, well, now he has Queens, but has been Pure Hydra for the longest time. He hasn't. Now he's expanding where the Protoss isn't, but this is still very dicey.
Yep. Like the Protoss is gonna be losing quite a lot of interceptors in this case, but interceptors are actually very easily they're actually rebuildable as compared to the carriers itself. So just losing like all interceptors in this fight, right? He could actually just remax on interceptors in like 1 or 2 minutes, and Siowey actually lost a lot of hydras.
Yep, you're correct. Each interceptor is really cheap 15 minerals.
Yep.
Super replaceable.
Like if you were to take a look at the units lost there, right? Siowey actually lost 80 hydras, and all the Barco player lost was 0 carriers and 132 interceptors, and I think they're pretty cheap. Although I think this is a very nice catch from Siowey. If he is able to pick off like quite a few carriers in this case, he would be in a very good position. Carriers are all of interceptors. Very nice pick off.
Yep, really nice starter stepping. Kinda sucks that he doesn't have high tech for the Vipers.
Yep. Oh, unfortunately there are so many low health carriers and tempers that he just isn't able to reach and pick off. Yeah, but I think this would be this would be the best engagement Siowey could find, because once the interceptors are actually back and up and running, right, it's gonna be really hard for Siowey to engage.
Yep, Protoss recalls out, but to maybe 30 cm away, and see if Siowey can keep up the onslaught.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I think he is just not. Wait, actually, the supply is pretty close. Although I think Siowey has been taking the bad trade,
Yeah.
the past few times. I think
Siowey hasn't been pretty well.
the past 3 minutes has been a better trade, or rather even trade for Siowey though, because he kind of picked off quite a few carriers, and I think the Barco Protoss player doesn't have the time to just rebuild interceptors at all.
Yep, Siowey has been very aggressive, not giving the carriers any time to rebuild, and whenever the Protoss gets some interceptors, they just get sniped by the Hydras that come in.
Yeah.
So he's doing really well, and we'll see if his eco can withstand making so many Hydras at once.
And I think the only problem for Siowey right now is the Tempers, because they are able to just chip off the Hydras every single time. And yeah, it feels like Siowey is just losing momentum in this push, and he has to back off and regroup.
I really like that Siowey starting +1 melee, so if he can get to the +2 melee side, he can start making Banelinks because he already has speed. And then he can start rolling them into mineral lines, and that would be massive.
Yeah, but I think right now Siowey just doesn't have the position to transition into Corruptors, especially with only a close to 80 drone count. I think he would need like a 90 to 100 drone count to transition to carriers. Corruptors. And if he actually transitioned to carriers, right? He would Corruptors. He would give the carriers like a lot of time to and space to just max out again.
Yep, precisely. So it is a very dangerous gambit to make to get the Spire. Maybe he can, with about 5 more drones. He's on 83 now, so if he goes to 88 drones, he could possibly take a Spire and then get like attack upgrades and get a Hive as well. And I think the Hive is much more important than the Spire because having the Vipers is gonna allow him to pick off carriers one by one. and that's going to be much more valuable than just having corruptors.
Yeah, I have to agree as well. And if you were to take a look at the previous fight, right, the Protoss player, once they have all the interceptors finished, like the Hydra's just gonna get shredded by the carriers.
Yep, for sure. And another thing is with Hive-Tech Vipers, you can Parasitic Bomb on the interceptors as well. It's just a small trick. Or rather, I should say, you can Parasitic Bomb on something that flies, and
Yeah.
then you can run it into the interceptors, and then it will do a lot of damage to them as well. Can be very helpful sometimes.
Yeah, I think Siowey's pretty. I think if I were in Siowey's position, I would be pretty desperate in trying to get damage, like any damage, any form of damage. But unfortunately, I don't think he's just able to do any damage to the Protoss as long as the carriers are there. He has to avoid fighting the carriers right now, unless he has Vipers to just chip off and abduct the carriers.
Yep. Right now we see 9 carriers in the army, and they're all full on interceptors, which is 72 interceptors. And the Protoss is on his way to +3, which means that Siowey cannot take a head-on fight.
Yeah, I think just with Hydras alone, it's just not gonna be enough.
It would be very rough because Siowey himself doesn't have Hive Tech to get +3 himself, either +3 damage or +3 armor. And we see that the Hydras are just melting.
Yeah, like all the Protoss player loss is interceptors, which could be easily rebuilt, like in this case. And Siowey is actually losing Hydras, which he's gonna be running out of resources to rebuild like right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Vipers might be a good choice, although like the Protoss player has a lot of Phoenix, so he could pick off the Vipers pretty easily.
Yeah, but you can also Parasitic Bomb on the Phoenixes as well. I think that's also very big.
Yeah, but with
Because,
with that said, Siowey actually has a better economy compared to his opponent. I think Protoss player is actually stuck on 3 base right now, and he should be mining out pretty soon.
Yep, so the one advantage that Siowey has is a lot more mineral lines to be mining from. So he can actually just continue playing this battle of attrition. But still, the fundamental problem is that he doesn't have Hive Tech. And without Hive Tech, it's very hard to fight because you're going to be taking like worse fights without Q3, and yeah, it's just going to get very awkward sometimes.
Yeah, but actually things are looking pretty getting better for Siowey. Because if you realize the Protoss player actually doesn't have enough minerals to replace the interceptors anymore. And he's running
right.
he's running low on minerals. So even though Siowey is taking such a bad trade, right? Eventually he would be able to outmine the Protoss player, and eventually the carriers won't be able to get interceptors.
Yep, that is also definitely another valid tactic. Siowey realizing that he's kind of low on gas and taking more gases, whereas the Protoss is making a sneaky maneuver to the bottom left. Let's see if Siowey notices.
Yeah, I don't think he has a vision of the bottom side of the map right now, so it might catch him off guard, entirely out of position right here.
Yep, a very, very sneaky maneuver. 11 Phoenixes leading the charge. Let's see what he's up to. He says, "Hello, I'm here," and he kills some stuff. Not much.
Yeah, I think this base is not the most important one for Siowey, but he is going to be going for a counter attack in this case.
Yep, picking off a whole ton of workers. Oh no, but the majority of them got away. I really don't like this for Siowey though, because he could really be doing this damage with Lynx, and then just defending his main and defending his natural with this Hydra.
Yeah, he could just pull like a few Hydras just to kill off the probes that have long distance mining. Because I think right now he's actually in the economy lead against the Barcode Protoss player. So if he actually were to lose his production right now, he can't produce anything with his amount of mineral bank he has actually.
Yeah, that is absolutely correct. And I was gonna say like the big brain move is just to make a lair right now. Make a hive right now, or an infestation pit somewhere else. We can just instantly get to the hive tech. But yeah, no way. The lair has gone down. The spawning pool is down, and we're back to no tech.
Yeah, I would have
See how
loved
things
for
play out.
Siowey to drop like a spore garden as well, because he has the mineral bank. Yeah, and he could potentially fight the Protoss army. Although I'm not sure if this amount of Hydras could actually beat the carriers. We shall see what happens. It's 9 carriers against 50 hydras
The
with
OP
2
Protoss
upgrades.
move.
Yeah, but I think the carriers actually on +3 upgrades already, which means that the interceptors actually dish out a lot of damage.
Yep, for sure. And we'll see if Siowey is able to pick up where his opponent is moving, and if he can do anything about that.
Oh no, unfortunately Xiao is actually out of position again because he needs to protect these 2 bases. They are only his last 2 mining bases and his last
But
2
his
production.
He's got 3 Hydras on patrol that have caught a bunch of probes, so I'm not sure who's in the lead right now.
Yeah, I think right now if I were the Protoss player, I would be really careful in releasing the interceptors because I don't want, because any interceptors right now would matter a lot. So picking all these free interceptors is actually really good for Xiaoyi.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Now, the Protoss is still on 13 probes. That's not a lot, and he's on 182 minerals, so he's gonna run out of money.
Wait, I think Xiaoyi is actually gonna win this fight. The Protoss actually running out of interceptors.
Yeah, but don't forget, Siowey doesn't have a Hydra dead. He can replenish his Hydras.
Yes, that is very true.
Yeah, this is looking not very good.
I'm not sure who's gonna win right now. Yeah, he doesn't even have a spawning pool as well, which means he can't build any spores, even though he has a very gigantic mineral bank.
Yep. He does have an Overlord Forest though, so maybe that could come into play.
Yep, and I think the Protoss actually not mining anymore, so these 14 interceptors are their last interceptors that the Protoss could mine. And I think the Tempest would be the biggest problem for Xiaoyi right now because he doesn't have any option to deal with the Tempest if he actually micros them properly.
Yep, but Siowey also still has 21 drones, 13 lava, and the big bank.
Alright, so the spawning pool is actually finished up. I'm curious as to, yeah, he's gonna be getting a few spore crawlers, but he is gonna be losing all his drones.
Yeah, he should really be relocating to another base right now.
Yeah, and as we are speaking, he actually is getting three hatcheries on the bottom side of the base, and yeah, I think the longer this game go, the better it is for Xiaoyi because he is still mining, and if he actually manages to get back the Hydra, then he's gonna be in a very good position.
Yeah, I think I would really like it if he just instantly makes the hatchery on his third, the triangle third, to a lair, and then at least he can make a Hydra den.
Unfortunately, he's actually bleeding out Hydras bit by bit in this case, which is actually very bad for him.
Yeah, not very optimal army control here.
Yeah, and
still with the eco game.
With the observer positioning from the Protoss player, I think Xiaoyi just doesn't have any option to just backstab or just catch the Tempest off guard.
Yeah, very good point. The observer is catching movement from both flanks, and so now the Protoss player has full control over and full information over when to retreat.
Yep, and I think Xiaoyi should actually just sack this base because the only important part of this base is actually the spawning pool, which could be rebuilt easily. And he's actually getting a lair right now, so he's probably trying to get into Hydra Den again to get Hydras.
Yep, that would be a very good choice. It is a battle of attrition.
He should pull his probes though to fight, I guess.
Well, but I mean, I guess you're right.
Yep. I guess they could
No use
just
for
be
them.
meat shields. Yeah, and I think it's just a race against time for the Protoss player. If he actually manages to just kill the expansions of Xiaoyi, Xiaoyi's just gonna be eventually running out of minerals. As you can see, his banks are actually getting smaller and smaller. From the 3k bank actually going down into the 1k minerals.
Yep, I think the other choice that the Protoss has is actually just to abuse his Tempest and just slowly pick off Hydras.
Actually, what's the requirement to build okay, never mind. I thought the
Hydra
requirement
is a lair.
I thought you need a spawning pool because he is rebuilding spawning pool as well.
Well, you're right, because you need a spawning pool for the lair, and then you need the lair for the Hydra hut.
He's actually getting
I forgot what it's called.
a few
Hydra
more.
Den?
Yeah, Hydra Den. Oh, here comes the Protoss Armada with only 4 more additional interceptors, which makes it 18. Against
So
10
right
Hydras.
here, if the Protoss can get in with the Phoenixes and use the Phoenixes to tank the spores, right? He could actually just win just by lifting all the Hydras and using the Tempest on the spores, and then he would just focus fire the Hydras with the rest of his army.
Yeah, I think the only problem for the Protoss player right now is the Hydras, because the spores could be easily cleared out eventually by the Tempest. So every Hydras actually matters a lot for Siowey right now.
Yep, you are absolutely correct.
Yeah, actually losing precious interceptors like this is it's really bad for the Protoss player. Although he is actually long distance mining right now. If only Siowey had even just one Hydras there. Oh, is he gonna be losing? Oh, is
Oh
he
no,
losing?
that's such a huge catch.
Yeah, very good catch from Siowey. Yeah, and unfortunately, I think the Protoss player was actually slightly out of position. But I don't really like this Tempest positioning right here, because if you split the Hydras, you could reach the Tempest.
Well, but the problem is that if he splits the Hydras, then he could just get picked off by the Phoenixes.
Yeah, so it's
Because the Phoenixes also do bonus damage to light, and he's not really in a position to be just throwing Hydras away.
definitely cat and mouse game right here. And one of the Tempests is actually very low.
So close. So close.
Is this the micro? What do you call it? The Starcraft master?
May as well be.
They're just microing two Tempests in what do you call it? 7 Phoenix?
Yeah, 7 Phoenix. Right now, Siowey's on 10 Hydras. So actually,
Oh, the Tempests are actually really exposed for a moment.
yeah. But this could be a bait. If he's on it, he's on it. He's not on it.
Oh! Oh, this is very big from
This is very big
Siowey.
from Siowey. Yeah.
Because I think if he manages to pick off all the Tempests, right? I think it's GG.
Yeah, I think on the other hand, if the Protoss was paying attention and he retargets and then he just lifts the Hydras.
Oh no, he's gonna lose one more
It
or
is-
two more Phoenix at least. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is very bad for Protoss
Could
player.
have been an auto win for Protoss. Really close fight.
Yeah, and Siowey is actually still currently mining right now. So as the game drags by, the Protoss is just losing traction on the game.
Yeah.
Actually, what's the mining income right now? So the income for the Protoss actually 200, as compared to Siowey, which is 400 minerals and 300 gas. So yeah, things are actually looking much better for Siowey, even though the Protoss has much more supply. But I
Siowey's
think,
pools are both dying. Oh no.
oh wait, as I'm speaking, I think the Protoss player actually gotten quite a high number of interceptors. He actually gotten up to like 40 interceptors, which I think this is very threatening for Siowey. But I think with 20 Hydras, he should be able to deal with the interceptors, if microed correctly.
Well, he's still gonna lose the lair because he wasn't near enough to it.
Yeah. But so far, I don't really like the traits they're going for the Protoss, because he has been losing interceptors for free, and he should be using the interceptors to fight to kill the Hydras instead of other stuff.
Yep. It is a very awkward situation because the Protoss is just sitting in mid airspace. Oh well,
Yeah.
he recalled. He recalls out, and the Hydras they can't reach it, but they can't really break the cannon natural, you know?
Yeah, it's a no-go zone for Siowey. He can't actually march into the natural at all, unless like the only win condition for Protoss is just to kill the Hydras and deny expansion. But I think once Siowey kills all the carriers or even the interceptors, I think it's dead.
Well, we'll see if Siowey can spring a trap on these carriers.
Yeah, he's gonna lose quite a few interceptors once again, but he manages to get a hatchery. And yes, finally the interceptors are actually fighting the Hydras. This is the fight we have been waiting for.
This is the fight
Oh
he
no.
needs.
Yeah. Wait. It's gonna be very close. 15 interceptors against 6 Hydras, and I think the Protoss player is gonna be able to kill them off. Oh, the Hydras.
Oh no.
Oh wait, although
Quite.
oh, Siowey needs to micro back. He's gonna lose his remaining 3 Hydras. It's 4 interceptors against 2 Hydras. 1 interceptors left. Oh my god. He actually lost all the interceptors. And Siowey has 2 Hydras.
He's making 2 more, don't forget. He's making 2 more.
And he's rebuilding drones.
Alright.
Wow. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, I really like this play from Siowey. He's actually trying to deny mining from Protoss player, which is very big because he can't rebuild any more interceptors.
Oh my god, this is such a tense game.
Yes, 4 hydras. 4 hydras against 9 carriers. Like,
Xiaomi has 12 drones. He has
yeah.
as many drones as when he started the game.
Can you imagine 4 hydras beating 12 carriers? 9 carriers? Nope. Oh, he's gonna lose! He's gonna lose 2 more interceptors! And he only has 2 interceptors left. That was a very bad interceptor micro from the Protoss player, as he doesn't have any more mining at all happening.
Alright, do you think this is gonna be a draw? I don't think so, right?
Yeah, like the Protoss can't sit back as well because Xiao is actually mining. Oh, he's gonna lose his last 3 probe.
He's gonna snipe. Oh
Yeah, that's
my
very big.
goodness. That's that.
Actually,
That's 2 interceptors.
Yeah, if I was Xiaoyi, right, I would just back off and make hydras because he doesn't have anything mining anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Does he have the Hydra then?
I
Oh,
think
it's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, it is still alive. Oh my goodness.
Wow. What a game we have, man. Thanks.
What
Yeah, we're
a
gonna
game.
thank Xiaoyi for submitting this. 9 carriers beating. No, actually, 4 hydras beating 9 carriers. What a game we have, man.
I had to make a YouTube channel and upload this. No GG.
Yeah,
Aye,
no
aye, aye.
GG is called by the Protoss player. What a game we have, man.
Aye, aye, aye. What a game. GG's by Xiaoyi.
Yep.
Very well played.
Little did I know that 9 carriers